never go live.
Hold on first, please. Check your distance, Oyokopa. Like Oyokopa, check your account for you to go.
Maybe yes, we have to go for this to go.
Well, hold on. But if when we're doing it, when we start, everywhere has to be very silent because it has to be only people that are talking. Like I'm just saying, it has to be people that are talking because what this thing is speaking the. Who? Okay. Where are you going to? Okay. Red carpet.
Oyokopa.
So shit, now nice, yeah. You should come. Good morning, how you doing?
This is
What's your
John.
name? Damilala. Oh,
This is Joseph. So she's the Arua on the group.
okay.
So this is the business profession. So they come here with projects.
Anything else, Joseph?
And we've started.
Anything else?
Good morning.
Students, to are able to also prove what you've done to be very solid, still counts. Yeah. So and also to just to allay some misconception, it's still not about that idea. You know, every business idea has the potential potential in a multi-millionaire business, but it's probably the most important. So you can have the very fantastic business idea and not be able to execute it properly. You can have a very fantastic business idea and not have access to finance and still fail in the business. It's very impossible. So it's not just about the idea, it's more about how you can execute. And that's why the briefs you've gotten for the business plan and the final pitch are very, very specific. They are very specific to the extent that we have to add the grading rubric to it so that you know what parts of it will score and how to also structure the whole thing. So, and if we are giving it to you that way, just go and bring a business plan for text. You have just done something that you thought right of yourself, but you've given a very good and widely accepted structure for that. So, just be calm. It's not going to be that crazy. It's just that there are some level of rigor that you have to apply to it, the business angle, the strategy perspective. So I've read each and every pitch deck. I read everything this morning. First time
That's what
you know,
I
I can see that there are a lot of improvements compared to what you guys did in the business plan. Yeah.
I've sent it
Lot of
very recently,
improvements.
so
And
I have seen other groups.
So and I'm glad that you guys were able to also push it because I was thinking not everyone would be able to submit their pitch deck. Although some are without great designs, but still very fantastic. And I saw some people going to I saw some designs. I was like, you so, but it's all fine and well. And also, of course, as she said, even if you're not gonna win, we're not announcing winners today. It's going to be announced at the conference on the 20th, at next Friday. So, from the graded ones, you know the winners already. But it doesn't mean they can't be displaced if they are unable to support what they've actually created together. Yeah, and I can see also that some people had to improvise for the cost, because of the amount we had to apply it to. Well, that's one thing about business. You need to also think critically about the most important things you need to do. How you can improvise for some particular things. We have different kind of resources in business. We have human resources, we have material resources, we have financial resources. So even if you don't have financial resources, you can have human resources that will cover for financial resources. So there are some other things we still discuss, but I'm just saying that based on an overview of what I read this morning and I've seen so far, and what you've marked and the comments, but yeah, the comments of all of your text actually ready. I have the comments and the corrections and the feedback already, but yeah, I just want you to pitch, want to hear from you, like, want to defend what you've created together. So we're gonna go alphabetically. Because I obviously came later than you guys, but not so late. I don't know the order in which you guys arrived. So we're going to go alphabetically, going by business names. And everyone is going to get 10 minutes max to pitch. I know 10 minutes is too much. The average number of time, amount of time allocated for pitching is usually 5 to 3 minutes. Then question and answer. But we are giving the space to pitch for 10 minutes. I know majority of you guys want to be done in 10 minutes. And question and answer for each person is going to be 5 minutes. Yeah. So we have a lot of time now. And today. So let's get to it. So the first, I was.
And a round of applause. Before we go into the pitch presentation, I want everyone to relax. So, say to yourself, I'm not here to impress. I'm not here to impress. I'm here to connect. I'm not here to. again, I want to welcome everyone to this vibrant gathering. It's an honor to be here in our midst. All right, without wasting time, the first person that will be presenting is Broadway Books. Okay, it's a round of applause. I told you, please let's keep clapping. We're going to encourage her. Oh, green.
Usually saying about me, so this is big one.
I see.
I'll continue to me.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. So, good morning, everyone. My name is Achiro Silva, and I am the founder of Broadway Books. Broadway Books is an hybrid bookstore and reading cafe dedicated to promoting literacy and a love for reading in the community. And thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to, share with you vision for growth and to further explain to you what this grant will do for business. Now, life presents us with a lot of circumstances after my education was not present prepare us for. We have no guidance, we have no manual, we have no techniques. And the most templates presented in the world are experiences that people who have treaded the same path now, you are now working with, have written down. For me, as a young child growing up in an average income home, financial independency was my goal, and there was no one around to teach me financial literacy or teach me how to manage my money. And all I had to do was to read books of people that have treaded and experienced the same thing I was currently experiencing. And in those books, I found knowledge. Now, the average Nigerian believes that book reading is boring, and that's the mindset that would limit personal development and even major life development because books are really irritating. But I understand that factors that contribute to this idea or this mindset would include the fact that a lot of bookstores do not even have quality or relevant books that would pique our interest and want to read. They don't have a vibrant reading space that makes you want to enjoy reading. They don't have a strong support system that holds you accountable and mentor you when it comes to reading. Now, this is what Broadway is looking forward to, giving to us. In Nigeria, as of last year, our population was estimated to be around 230 million, with our youth population of 160 million. That's a lot of youth population. Now, with the involvement of or advancement of technology, there is this cry for self-development at a pace that even our institution cannot afford to give us. We have to develop faster. We have to grow. We have to, expand our rights and learn things diversely. And institution does not allow, does not give us that comfort to learn that thing faster. Now, with this, people are seeking, a self-learning platform, self-learning resources outside of their classroom. And from what Broadway is providing, we're providing solution to that. We are going to, carefully curate a book or books rather that will be tailored to each individual's wants, each individual's relevance. We're also going to create a comfortable space for people to want to read, to want to socialize. The average youth nowadays want a place that they can belong to. There's a community, everywhere. We want a community where we can feel at ease, where we can read together, we can share minds together, and we want to be able to provide that. We're also going to be hosting book clubs and literary events that will be tailored towards personal development. At the same time, we're going to sketch out accountability and mentorship programs. And we've done this. We've had an accountability program that has catered to about 50 members. And one of our members said that the accountability program was a lot for her because it helped her to stick to her reading goal. So not a thing of okay, I want to read 5 books in a year and then you cannot keep to it because we kept her accountable, we followed on that. Now, in our traction over the years, in about 29 months that we've been running, we have been able to locally operate as a lean online bookstore that allows people to purchase books from us, whether within Ibadan or even outside of Ibadan, because we've been able to partner with some logistic companies. Aside that, we've successfully run 7 online book clubs where a group of people, some friends and friends of friends, have come together to read together, and we've held each other accountable for that. The same thing too with our accountability program. Now, Our target market is the Nigerian youth. We have a total available market of 160 million youth nationwide. But we are focusing on the serviceable market in Ibadan, which is 3.5 billion youths in Oyo State. And we're focusing on an obtainable one of 15,000 students or 15,000 youths within the University of Ibadan and its environs, because we're mostly focusing our first location on that. Now, with all of this, we've been able to, look at our track record and say, okay, you know what, if we have a physical location, this will allow us to be able to expand on what we are doing currently. So with this, we want to have a physical location that combines multiple revenue of a book sale, whether new and pre-owned books. We're looking at pre-owned books because we want to give affordability to some books that may not be easily accessible or sometimes can be expensive. At the same time, we want to be able to generate revenue for cafe sales, say beverages or snacks for readers and for social events that we intend to plan. We also have revenue coming in from book memberships, and we also have, book club membership rather, and we also have revenue coming in from event sponsorship. We intend to partner with universities, NGOs, publishers, and the youth organizations. Now, as for our market strategy, of course, we are going to look towards the contemporary way of advertising, which is social media, Instagram, Facebook, and the rest. But we want to try out the strategic partnership too, that allows us to partner with student bodies, allows us to partner with local influencers, allows us to partner with faculties, publishers, and even sometimes campus bodies. With this, we intend to limit the amount of money that we more or less spend on advertisement. Now, our target for this is that within 6 months of receiving the grant, we would be able to meet a target of 250 plus paying customers. And we intend to do this by creating awareness campaign on campus, organizing book exhibition program, organizing book event, organizing literary events. Now, we are requesting for a total sum of 300,000 naira. What we want to spend it on is we're going to allocate 150,000 naira to get in a bookshop in a primary location in Agogo, which is very close to the University of Ibadan. We're going to spend about 50,000 naira, or exactly 50,000 naira on shop remodeling. We intend to do all of this around July. Towards July, our target is July ending to secure a lease, sign a lease for the location, spend about the whole of August remodeling the shop, working on our event management, and making sure that we have the right books for the right audience. Now, during this also, we intend to spend 50,000 on our marketing strategy. It would be the right amount, considering that we're also looking at other forms of marketing, and we'll spend 50,000 on operational expenses. This is how we're spending our money. So we intend to open the shop or have a grand opening by September 1st, 2025, and we're hoping that in 6 months we will have 250 paying customers, including book sales and including book club membership. With this, we intend to have a growing community and a recurring revenue. Our financial projection, we are targeting having a monthly generated revenue of 200,000 naira, and we're allocating about 40% of that generated income to our cost of goods. Currently, with the way we're running, our cost of goods takes about 50 to 60% of our monthly revenue, but we're hoping to bring that down through negotiation with other suppliers and diverse publishers. So we're bringing that to 40%, and we're allocating 50,000 naira to our fees cost. We believe that with all of this, we have a 10% quarterly increase on our revenue, and that by our first year, we can have a total annual revenue of 2.5 million. Currently, with the way we're running locally, we currently generate about 1,200,000 naira yearly. So we're trusting, or we believe that with all of this, we will be able to double our revenue. Now, we've planned for a worst case scenario. Say, okay, what we've planned doesn't go as we think it would. Say we have a fall of about 25% of what we're planning for. We thought of it that we would instead, reduce the cost of marketing, delay on hiring, because we intend to, keep expanding and keep hiring, delay on hiring, and put all other things in place to mitigate that and keep on sustaining our business. Okay. As to our team, the team includes me as the founder and the lead strategist. I have 5 years of experience in this business. Before this, I was a part of a book organization on campus doing something similar to this, and I was able to expand it. We had book exhibition, we had book clubs. I also have a financial management team, and we intend to hire a store manager, marketing team, and also have a customer service rep. My mentors in it include, for my finance mentor, I am looking at the Intuit Booking Academy, where I'm currently a certified bookkeeper. And as for the book advising mentor, I have Dr. Kolade Musto, who is the managing director of Booksellers Limited here in Nigeria. Our vision, our overall vision is that we want to foster a love for reading. We want to, have a goal and a growth-driven community who come together and are really, really driven by personal development. As for our risk, we put in place, or we thought about, okay, what are the things that we feel that we would, would be a stumbling block for us. One of them is the fact that we are coming in new into the location. And in order to mitigate that, we decided that we will have superior customer experience. People buy into the business they love. They buy into the business that's loyal to them. People respond to loyalty with loyalty. Also, we would have loyalty programs, exclusive perks for all community members. We don't know, okay, what if we have issues with our supply chain? And to mitigate that, we intend to have multiple suppliers and multiple publishers who would, supply us with goods. And we intend to put a very good inventory management in place in such a way that we would stock up on popularly demanded books so that when people request for them, they are not out of place. Now, as for the low foot traffic, the likelihood of that occurring is a bit slim because of the location that we want to be. But should in case that is our problem, we tend to mitigate that by aggressive marketing and also positioning ourselves in a place where we are easily located and easily found. Thank you very much for this opportunity. In conclusion, I believe that Broadway books would make a big impact in our society and in our community. And we believe that we have the capacity to raise new generations of thinkers and readers. Thank you very much.
But there are some concerns. I'm speaking based on the feedback from the church. There are some concerns as well. And of course, they said the story is authentic. Had like 9 months of humanity, then several successful products and 50 accountability program members shows the hand traffic. Set the 300 as sensibly allocated and growth milestones still achievable. Now, so first thing you noted here is the market size. Let's go back to the market size. This first. Yeah. 160 million Nigerians possible. 3.5 million youths in other states. I would say no, they are more than that. Then 15,000 target incubation. I'd say your target market is more than that. Even you are alone, you are currently has please get my website. So I'll continue with the SDPRO. I thought of my I put a lot of personal text from the text and the restaurant. So he said you are currently at around 20,000 students, both undergrad and graduates. SDPRO. I can believe it's more than 3,000 plus. All I'm thinking, so I did the research on them, and they have over 30K. Yeah, over 30K. The other institutions, only this city has more than 2,000. Not to talk of Nicola that is William University and others. So your research on your target market and market size is I'll not say it's going to average region. So your target, what you're looking at is more than what you actually can set out to focus on. But I understand you're saying you are targeting to 2,000.
Yes, I'm not just that.
I know.
Considering the poor living culture, I cannot do 100%.
Yeah, and you know, one of your motives or motivation for doing this is because they poor living culture. So that is more of like the problem you want to solve. It's not because people can't go somewhere to buy and they're going. So the strategy should be around, okay, in the poor living culture, that should not be a reason for you to increase your target market. If you have 3.5 million, okay, at least 50K out of 3.5 million is what? That's how many percentage? It's not 1%. And you say you want to improve the reading culture as a motivation. So at least if you target it, at least bottom towards 20-30%. This is not part of the critics actually, because I'm just trying to talk generally about your business idea, but it's not part of scoring. Yes, I'm just saying target market itself is averagely worked from. That's the first thing. Another thing noted here is the marketing strategy. For this kind of servicing donated line of business, but what you do is not really about products alone, it's also likely more service. More service like finance. Marketing, if you talk about marketing, but you have to be more specific. Because you said you're going to use promotional social media and like this. But I will sat down to study marketing pretty bad. You done that. Because even social media ads is now more expensive than it used to be before.
No, I'm not focusing on that. I have started with marketing, which includes partnerships with like student mobility and use of the kind of products.
Okay.
Yes.
Then, I will still come to that marketing budget. But can you elaborate more on the marketing strategy?
So
Can you just give scenarios of what you've done at that?
sometime last year I was at UI Trade Fair and I met with some people they mostly have
More because of the.
okay. I said sometime last year, I think it was November, I was at the UI Trade Fair and I met with some students orientals. They mostly have like their own personal WhatsApp team. And you know they can well I've used UISU, I've used Esparta TV. I can't remember one of them's name right now. Sorry, I
Yeah, we write with the VIS and FATSAS. FATSA is even the largest. There's
there's
Aqua.
another one that's also the
Right, I think I have like 10 of them.
so
Apart, there's one for the life information science guys, there's one for physics, then there's one for this guy syntax, so then there's all one. So there are a lot of WhatsApp, but do you know that UI has a marketing problem?
the marketing
Problem.
okay.
UI has marketing, even UI SUT is not as effective as FATSAS. UI has a marketing problem, and how are you going to? You're talking about local influencers. Local influencers we have majorly. And what a a particular location that has market is going to fix your business that your cost of average is going to rise. Your cost of average is going to go out of the roof because you have to spend more to market in that particular location. So yeah, fine. I've talked about the local influencer part and the spend politics part now. So what other markets do you have?
I think it's possible, sorry.
We talked about local influencers,
Yes.
which are mostly the WhatsApp teams,
Yes.
right? Then the student bodies.
Yes, definitely. Games club, parents club, some of those shows that their theme or their vision is tailored to something.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question now. Hope we are not getting 5 minutes already.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
We've passed. We have 12 minutes. We've used 12 minutes.
From the start,
Yes.
okay, that means you see at Q&A is 5 minutes. So, I'm going to ask a question. Yes. Do you think undergraduates are more interested in people self-development compared to private?
Yes, graduate. Yes, I think it's an equal thing. You're probably trying to come from the point of, after graduating, you probably realize how much more you need. I think undergraduates, I'll give them a bigger percentage.
Do you think they currently read more? Do you think they are currently? Yeah, do you think they are currently the most dominated parts of it are actually buy books for the normal bookstores already, apart from their normal school reading?
Well, if we're looking at personal development books and maybe fiction, yes, because they want to kill time and all that. For personal development, I would.
Okay, so then in this is how you profile your audience. You need to do their demographics and their sociographics. So it's called STP, segmentation marketing, STP, segmentation targeting and acquisition. Each and every of your segmented target markets, there should be a product and service that applies to them. So if you just mention that now that undergraduates do more fiction, you have to say, okay, you're doing more fiction for them, more poetry and that's for them, novels. Then for graduates, you do more self-development. That's how you go to market. From there, you now start thinking of how you're going to go about the marketing. Because the marketing is going to follow that segmentation approach. So let's go on to our next time. So your budget now. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure if the other is going to get you a place and also furnish it properly.
Okay, so I had an initial capital. Currently, I have things that I already need. The 300K would just provide the physical location and part of the room. For the shelf that I need there, I already have.
Okay. So then we are limited budget to market. Yeah, budget to market.
Yes.
Project market.
Because I know it's small, but I have more things.
Well, you need to know that.
Well, it's better to start small than practical. That's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is that it's an existing business.
Yeah.
You will make money over time.
Yeah.
So now you're already spending money at the moment on some things.
Yeah.
Why can't you just say this is your friend, then for other things you want to do, you have to share it like it makes more sense like that. So you can't say invest in this market. You know the money is small. Of course. But it's better than not doing anything at all. You know the money is small. You know it's small. But you just want to know, okay, what can this thing help you with and what will be testing that.
I just said I do have a professional investment. I have a business. I just said before, I used to go about, I spent about maybe 30,000 naira on marketing. And I think I can get 40,000 naira. I have our source social media posts and all that. not jumping into it.
Why did you mention that in your team part? You know, even if you are outsourcing something, whether you are outsourcing it to is super outsourcing, whether whether it's a contract or it's someone who just pay, if they are part of the team, they help you in the business. So I was going to come to that you don't even have a marketing person on your team. Well, let's see how that goes. We went there for school trip, but the next person, always on the next person.
Wow. Please, another round of applause. She came here to reverse. I must say that I want to believe that everyone here came ready and prepared. This is very beautiful. Well done, well done, well done. Well done. You did a great job. I'm impressed. Very impressed. Alright, so the next person is Peak Aladdin. Please let's clap for him.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Jordan River. I'm the creative head and founder of Big Fan. Definitely, when you say big, say business. And I just want to tell you today what 300,000 naira will mean for my already existing business. So let's go. Let me start with giving you a fun but serious fact. The clothes we wear are really gossip. Like this is the first UI. This is the first user interface people get to see when it is serious. That is why when you are on this uniform and everybody just feels like they want to do it because they can already tell you a core member. You don't even need to tell them anything. Just because you appear a certain way gives people certain information about you. Let's go to the next step. Not so common but true fact. A good number of Nigerians below the age of 25 knows very little about their culture, its wisdom, and its riches. I mean, it is very easy for a lot of Nigerian youths to count on their fingers the superheroes we have in maybe America, all these fiction movies, but they can't even count how many heroes we have in Yoruba culture or Igbo culture, and that's really sad. Even a good number of them can construct a good deep sentence in their dialect, which I find very appalling. Let's go to the a good for business facts. Now, there's a significant increase in the level at which Nigerians want to associate themselves with their roots. We can tell this evidently from the cultural and art oriented that has been taking place recently. We can tell from Ujidi people coming from diaspora to witness just that event. We can tell from Adire Lagos. We can tell from homecoming that happens in Lagos, where a lot of people, a lot of Nigerians, a lot of Africans in diaspora travel down to witness and connect back to their roots. Now let's go into the problem statement. Now the Nigerian fashion market is filled and saturated with fast and mass-produced products which almost always have no cultural relevance to work, basically. And young Nigerians now want to identify and express themselves in a way that promotes their cultural heritage. You can see that in the rise of the use of adire, you can see that in the rise of the use of coffee in these days, and also the indigenous technique of fabric production that we have in this part of the country, which is adire making, is slowly dying because of this. And this is the solution Please Adire has to provide for it. We offer handcrafted fabrics, just like this one, that tell stories, and we do not only do them in formats probably that are ancient and core. We bring them into the modern world where we make joggers, shorts, cargo pants, hoodies, sweatshirts, and shirts. Something you can easily throw on, like the one I'm holding. And every piece comes with a story being told about it. Especially one of our collections is this that we call Iba in time. It basically teaches the youth about the importance of patience while they work hard for whatever it is they do. Now let's go into the market traction. So the Nigerian fashion market is being valued at over 2 trillion naira. Because of our target audience, we are targeting students, creatives, professionals, and cultural enthusiasts between the age of 18 to 45, basically. And this gives us at least like access to like 100 million naira of this, yearly traction. And so this is the total available market in Nigeria. We have 2 trillion people spending up to 2 trillion naira on fashion, which is actually evident if you are very conversant with TikTok and Instagram. And culturally and locally fashion made lovers, which is this serviceable available market, is like 100 million of that traction. And the realistic serviceable obtainable market for clicks and direct. This, judging from the past experiences, and we running the business for over close to 3 years now, it gives us like up to 5 to 10 million naira of that same market. So this is an existing business, like I already said. And in sales for just this year, over 5 months, we have made a total revenue of 1.8 million naira plus. We have 200 plus customer base, and we have a good percentage, 70% of repeat customers, people who buy and buy again. I have clients who I've never even met before in my life who have purchased over 5 times from me, which feels like a good thing. It means there is money in this business, and it means there is value on the product as well. Let's go to the next slide. So these are pictures of our past clients and some of the products we are doing for them and how happy and elegant they look wearing them. Let's go to the next slide. Now, business model, please select the use. We run on made to order and ready to wear, which is feels like the most a good option for small business because it requires low and really low capital to start because you are running on made to order. When people pay, I get to remove the cost of whatever it is I'm using to produce, and I have my profit at the end of the day. And it also gives us room to satisfy our customer better because they can now, give me their measurement. When they get the product, it suits them perfectly. It is in their favorite colors, and this improves the way people want to buy from Click Salary. Listen to the next slide. Now, the unique economics. I can say this is just like an average because of the kind of product I sell. The prices varies from down to up. So, like the average price we sell for is like 15,000 naira, and the average cost of making any product that will cost this price is 8,000 naira. And the percentage profit generally is always between 35 to 50%, which feels like which makes me believe it's a good and profitable business. Let's go to the next slide. Now, what's our goal to market plan? We currently reach our clients through WhatsApp DMs, especially the number of people who have patronized us before. We have a good customer database for them, where we reach out to them almost every week to give them nuggets, cultural nuggets, which psychologically reminds them about Click Salary. And we also reach out to them through our status posts, Instagram, and physical pop-ups, exhibitions, and personal referrals. Since I've been in this background, I have been to over 5 to 6 physical pop-ups and exhibitions where I get to meet new clients. Even people who are not purchasing at the instant, they get my contacts and get to buy later. And we convince them through storytelling and behind the scenes videos. What informs this strategy is because of the tractions, especially on TikTok and Instagram, the tractions behind the scenes videos and how it's made videos get. People want to see how these products are made. Especially now, this is an art and business combo. So people want to see what's the inspiration behind this. Why did the artist make this like this? So this helps us to get good views, get good engagement, especially on WhatsApp, basically because that's like a localized community we've tried to create around the business. And we also look into partnering with spaces that attract a good number of tourists. Let's say like there is an Adulawo store at National Museum of Dignity at Alexandria, where we currently exhibit some of our products. So when tourists get to the place, tourists always want to buy something from wherever it is they are visiting. So get to pick up some of our products, and we are looking into partnering with more of this kind of places, probably stores at airports, stores at ShopRite, building good partnerships with them, and from there we believe we'll be able to make food. So now our financial ask, what 300K will be paying for us, basically in the production step of a year, is we'll be able to get dyeing and fabrics material for around about 120,000 naira. We currently partner with a sewing house here in Ibadan, where they get to do all the sewing from us from scratch. So that makes it easier for us to easily give the customers exactly what they order. So we partner with them, and producing about 20 to 30 products cost about 80,000 naira. It's that efficient because it's a production house and they make in bulk. And digital marketing and social media management is about 30,000 naira. This covers the cost of data and a friendly tip to my younger sister who currently runs the social media handles. And logistics and packaging, you know, these products come in a good package. We don't just wrap it anyhow. We give it good setting, give it good packaging, how to wash and label kits. Let's go to next slide. Now, the milestones that we're looking to achieve with this 300,000 naira, we'll be able to produce 30 to 20 plants and direct products in the space of 1 to 2 months, and put the same products to our online platform so that people can see them. It is what they see they will be able to patronize, because we do not have a physical location yet, we do not have a walk-in store yet. So our market basically is still online. So we get put them online by the third month and reach up to 2,000 engaged followers from the 4th to 12 months, and also make sales of 150 to 200 pieces that will help us generate a revenue of 3 million naira, given the average average selling price in a year. Let's go to the next slide. Now, our team, myself, I happen to be the designer, creative director, and storyteller. This is very easy for me to do because I'm actually really very crafty at this. So I make this, and the label, and for the label, when I have bulk orders, I get to contact some temporary labels, which includes friends and fellow academics, which especially I met with on camp. So I contract them just for a while, and we just work, and we work on agreed ratios. And I contract artisans too. I collaborate with fashion houses, and like I've said, and photographers. It is very costly getting good product image. So the idea I came up with is, even though they are in-house people, they are friends, but they still need to be paid for their services. So I enter like an agreement or a contract base with them, say, okay, from like 4 to 3 months, okay, we'll be paying you 50,000 naira to get all our products done. So when I make this and I feel like, oh, this is an amazing product that I need a professional shoot for, aside just using your phone to snap on a good background, then we do that with them. And it also helps us in the storytelling aspect, because when we release our product, we have to tell the stories behind them. And for advisors and mentors, I have my side trainer who trained me on camp. Mrs. Benny, and brand name is Benny, and I also have Afro Expression there, who gives me edge of how to really enter into the diaspora market. Because I would know, like, this sells more for a good price when it goes into the diaspora market. And let's go to the next slide. So the risk and mitigation, production delays and material shortage. I work with multiple suppliers and fashion houses. An example is another I got recently during the Muslim Ilaya festival, where I got the order already and I totally forgot about the festival. So I had to, because I have multiple fashion houses I collaborate with, while one was on break, I was easily able to get another person to make the product for me, and it was awesome and fantastic. Born out from managing all the operations solo. This has been a problem, especially when I first started back in school. You know, being the person that does the photography, gets the order, goes to the market, get the products, really wants to deliver, really wants to shoot videos. I've learned to outsource some of these operations. Just like I said, I invite some of my friends and co-academics over when I have bulk orders. And I also contracting out the photography aspects, contracting out the tailoring aspect, and also for weaving and logistics. I just get to do that using the conventional NURTW sending and GID and other logistics company for customers who are willing to pay more, who wants the job step to do. Our vision, next slide. Our vision for Okay. Our vision for the next 2 years, we are looking to become one of the recognized fashion, culture-based fashion brand in Nigeria, joining the likes of the Kikere and Paul, being recognized at that level and owning a working store, especially here in Ibadan, owning a working store which help a lot, building more communities. We don't have a working store where people can come around, have a good cultural setting, tell stories about Africa, tell stories about our products, where people can come in, look at the products. So this feels good at all. Where people can come in, and on the side now we are looking to have this as an hospitality section where people can come in, have locally made food and African made food. And I think this having a working store would be a good idea, because we currently had a community gathering where we talked about this product thing, and we had over 150 attendees just in my few months of being here, but I feel like that's a very good number. And also to infiltrate the diaspora market. Though I'm already a little here and there, I've been sending some of my products abroad, but it has just been through maybe a family going or a family friend of the person that wants to get the product going. I think in the next 2 years, I would really want to, be able to send my product out, maybe with partnering with stores like Bella Africa or Bella Nigeria over in the diaspora, and that would help in making food sales and also raising more funds to scale productions and also to help grow the business better. Owning a working store is very more money. So definitely we need more funds to do this, and these are our visions for the next 2 years. Thank you very much for listening.
40 minutes. Yes.
Once you scale to each again, 5 or 3.
So just use like the 5 minutes. Please.
Once you scale, you're just talking about 10 minutes of function. So you well, I don't spend food and ingredients for you. The market is mass produced import, culturally renaissance fashion and scarce. Yes, young Nigerians have well that skills now very much needed. So the major answers made to order and small batch accurate jackets, shirts and shorts. Each collection wrapped in rich good selling content, right? So you said you moved from paying for distribution, early sales, market sizing, unit economics, quantity and fuel efficiency. Your early starting is respectable, 1.8 million naira sales in that 5 months, 200 customers and 12% to people purchase rates, while the 300K art seats itemized very well. Now, according to them, where the market sizing is entirely top down, so apart to also rest on and the same should not be stand to complete the commitment. So I'll go in more on that. And I'll also add my own thoughts. So let's do this in like 3 minutes or 2 minutes. So, I think Broadway books did the market sizing mistake to entirely top down. When you are doing market sizing, that top down and bottom up. So you should not only do your top down, okay, we have to show amount of market in Nigeria, bring it to the States, and you bring it to your target markets. It fits both ways. So now, for example, let's say we're focusing on the male demographics for your business now. Well, the first thing you have to say if you're going bottom up is that you sell one on an average of 15K, right? Let's say, okay, UI and the body out is 12,000 males, right? So, what percentage of them would be interested in buying your material. It's an existing business, so it makes sense. Then it's funny. Not important. So wait. Just remembered some of my students are writing exams today. Sorry. So um, going bottom up now, what percentage of those students, those male students, let's say they are 12,000, what percentage of them do you think would want to buy hardware in a year, and how many times? Answer the question.
Percentage from past experience, guys tend to buy more, either for themselves or maybe for their sister, the family, or baby. And so guys tend to buy more. So on a percentage of, let's say, 12,000 of them, I can say maybe 40 to 50% for the males.
So how many? Yeah, this is sorry. How many of them? What percentage?
Let's say 40 to 50% for the 12,000.
Would want to buy? Okay. So now, if you say what is 40% of 12,000? That should be around 48. 48.
Yeah.
I mean, so if 4,800 would be able to buy just mail, let's say they are buying one. So 48 times 15,000, what is it?
72,000.
48 times 15,000.
72,000.
48 million
Times 15,000. 15,000.
times 15,000. 2 million.
Okay.
And you said your total aggregate total market in Nigeria is 100 million naira. Even in Ibadan alone, you can see 72 million naira. So does it correlate?
I made the, I wanted to make the serviceable and obtainable market more realistic to myself. Because if I would say with the current.
What I did now, which of them is more realistic? You answered.
I would say,
you answered your mother at 40%.
Yeah.
I have to say 40%. Right? Hey, now which one is more realistic?
You said how many of them would buy, and I said
How many of them would want to buy and in a year? You want to buy in a year. Even if you say 5, let's take 5%. 5% of 12,000. 5% of 12,000. That would be around
6,000.
6,000, right? No, 600. 650,000. 9 million, right? Just made alone in you and Poli. That's worst case scenario, 5% of them. If you are marketing all of them. 9 million, right? And you are saying the total in Nigeria is 100 million naira. Is it possible? Is it possible? Which is more realistic? That's how you do market sizing. When you are done with your online data from all, you also think critically yourself. How is an existing business, so I expect more rigor, and that is why existing businesses are going to face more criticism compared to new business. So in existing business, you must have a very good knowledge of the market. Look at what you've done, look at what you're looking at, then that's how you base your market sizing. So you think of it like that. Because one thing about data in Nigeria, data is very unrealistic. The data published online. Majority of, I'm a researcher, I know what I'm saying. Majority of this data you see online and all this CBN data, they are trash. They're not realistic. Nobody is doing the analysis and collection. It's majority of them are just assumptions. Majority are assumptions. Yeah. I can bet that with you. There was one person that who going to come up to talk about the student market size in Nigeria to be around less than 5 million. Student population in Nigeria is more than 30 million. Yeah, higher institution alone is more than 30 million. Like, so I know the data was from online, but if you do your own personal research as a business person, you tend to understand these things better. So let's go to, I still have like 5 other things to talk about your end goals. Let's just do it very briefly. Other costs. Yeah, say your profit margin is 35 to 40%.
35 to 50%.
And that is just your profit. Once you calculate your profit margin, is your selling price minus the cost price of the fabric, right?
Yes.
That's not your profit margin, because when you have to, as a business owner, if you are not managing the business, you must also allocate salary for yourself. You can't just be doing business and saying you're the owner of the whole thing. No, you have to allocate salary for yourself. That's out of what I'm even trying to say now. And apart from that, there are other logistics costs you're making. I'm very sure there are other ingredients you're using. There are other people you pay to get things done. There are other costs you are incurring. So you can't just tell me that the cost price of the fabric is just one of your cost elements. There are other costs that are embedded in your business that also takes off from the profit margin. So that the profit margin is very unrealistic. It's unrealistic and not really works towards. Then
Sorry, can I talk to that? So why it is from 50 to 35 to 50 is because I have products other products that goes with some of my products, especially something like necklaces that I can easily make good profit off of, based on the reputation and credibility I've built over the products I've made. So if I make a necklace and the material I got to make it, and the wage I will pay myself to make it is, let's say, about 3,000 naira, and I sell for up to 10,000, 8,000 naira. Why the price, the 50% is that high?
well, no problem. Then your team also. One thing about PJ is that you also try to provide evidence of security of this thing. You need evidence. You can't just say, okay, you have collaborators, you have standards, and there's no evidence, there's no picture, there's no invoice, there's no MOU, there's no contracts. Also, you don't have a mentor. For business like this, you need a mentor, especially your business is operations intensive. And let me tell that operations intensive, you need someone that is very good at operations. It's obvious you know about the business, you know about the production, but how are you going to manage operations to ensure that your business is very effective, very fruitful, and you're also very efficient with your production? So another thing is that if you've mitigated the risk of, because I was concerned about the burnout and the leaving that down, you happen at your age. Then also in your 1.8 million 200 customers and 70% return, you didn't do that calculation very well. How many years have you used now? But let's move off of that. Then your cash flow is just one profit line. You just told me about sales. What other avenues do you intend to make money from? And if you specifically flesh out your business model, very important if you have a very good business model. You can't just have one profit line. Money can be coming easy for you in one particular way. There will be other ways. I'm sure people that are in your business, and that's why you need to do your competition analysis. Give it at all. You go to analysis to be a very big competitor. There are big people that are in Nigeria that you could have modeled and say, okay, this is what they are doing, this is what I'm doing better out there. Broadway Books was able to see something about that. And also, I forgot to say something about your figures as regards the let's look at that.
Please, once again, put your hands together, please. Please, I want to quickly make an announcement. You have 10 minutes to pitch.
At 9 minutes, she will notify you. So whenever you see her doing like this, just know that you have a minute left. So if you use more than 10 minutes, it will affect your question time. Is that well gotten?
Yes.
So you have 10 minutes. Once it's 9 minutes, she will notify you. If you use beyond that, you can use 20 minutes, but just know that have it in mind that the more questions they ask you, the better we get clarification on what you have in mind. So if you eat into your question time, you're affecting yourself. So please, let's take note of that. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Papa G.
Wow.
Papa G.
Wow.
Let's check WhatsApp for YouTube. This pitch competition is streaming on YouTube. So we want everyone to bring out their phones, open the WhatsApp group, and share the links with their friends, family. Let them support you. Let them see you. Let them watch as you compete. So you can also let them know that they can drop their comments as they are watching you live. So they can drop their comments to support, to just show love. So please let everyone do that. Bring out your phone. Share the YouTube link. Do you have a question?
Yes. There's actually feedback stating the volume is somehow low.
Okay. And thank you very much for that. Alright, so I hope we are enjoying ourselves.
Yes.
If you've been learning, say I'm proudly Oyokopa. If you are proud to be an Oyokopa, say I'm proudly Oyokopa. Alright, so the next speaker, so far I've been enlightened. I'm glad to be here, and I hope you have too. So the next speaker is Padidot Beddings and Interior. Please let me know. Let's please just be reminded that you have 10 minutes to present and 5 minutes for question. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My first heading is here to solve your interior solutions. It's an interior solution that you're moving to Ibadan. Space, get a new mattress, get bedspread and all. So moving in, my name is Farouk Adejumo and I am the CEO of Valido Bearings. From a core member in Oyo State, so since she said she has to speak for the corporate, so that it was searching for a mental reporting, which is a big problem because when she moved to Ibadan, she could not locate a market where to get mattress or curtain. The stress of bringing it down and from Lagos was a very, very big issue. So we are here to solve that problem. Room set of stressful, expensive, fragmented for students, NYC members, and rent. So that's why we have actually started the study park. Is a new challenges, high furnishing costs, competing open market, and lack of pay of delivery options. People that sell mattresses and interior products in Ibadan don't offer lack of pay of delivery options. You have to move from your space down to the market, start pricing of how much is this mattress, how much is this. So that's what we are here to solve. And using open market, when I go to Ibadan, I didn't know how to source for my mattress or my bedspread. I had to start looking into the Odija before I could get one. And that is moving on. So the solution we are creating is a starter pack, and the starter pack includes mattress, bedsheet or pillow, duvet, a curtain set, and a rug of 3 yards. The starter pack actually does not, it includes all, but you can actually say you don't want curtain or you don't want duvet, I want mattress and bedsheets, and they all have the same prices. We also offer the solution for same-day delivery in Ibadan. When you get to Ibadan and you're closing your space, we can actually just get it delivered to you. You can place your order anywhere you are across the country. saying you are going to come to your state, either a student or an NYC core member for camp, and get that delivered to you. Also, pay on delivery. You can pay on delivery. You can order on WhatsApp and Instagram. That's our solution and product. So this is a room that we set up. This is the room before setting it up. It does not have a mattress. It does not have a curtain, a bed frame, and a duvet. But after getting it to him, we were able to set it up under 24 hours. That's it. So our total available market for Nigeria, the interior and bedroom available market for Nigeria is close to 200 billion, because everybody in Nigeria has to set up. If you get the new space, you have to get basic things like mattress, chairs, and some other stuff. So, and our available market for students in Oyo State and NY Rental is 195 million naira. We know for UI, they have close to 20,000, and UI does not provide mattress, bedrooms for their students inside the hostel and outside. So all students inside the hostel have to get a mattress, a bed spread to bring it in. And traveling down with those stops, we know it's load. We have to pay for load and parts and all. So we are here to offer this solution. So our obtainable market is 5 million naira in 1 year. We're looking at that because NYC core members, they always post every 2 months graduation, and UI students, they have close to 20 students, and they take students in once in a year. So our obtainable market will be 5 million naira. We have 60K to fill orders, 5 to 7, 50K to 70K monthly at revenue, and 25% repeat at requirement. When we sell to students, they often refer us back because they know sales, NYC core members meet themselves and they say, okay, you can buy from this person, it's reliable. So repeat and refer buyers also adds. So our average item costs 30,000 naira. As I said in the earlier bits, I said that the starter pack includes the mattress, the pillow, the duvet, the bedspread. So you can decide to opt out, saying you don't want the duvet or the carpet. I only want the mattress and the pillow for now because of cost. So we are actually averaging it to 30,000, which covers the mattress, the pillow bed / bed sheets. So some packs also include curtains if you want, and if you don't want, you can. So the selling price, the average selling price is 40,000 naira. And we can see the profit per pack is 33% profit margin, which is the selling price, and it's the average item cost. Break even, that's 10 packs, which is that we are working on 300 grants, which we'll be getting. So our 12 months projection, we have 40,000 times 225, which is the total amount of starter packs we're planning to sell for the whole year, times our average item cost, which is 9 million naira. Our net profit, the selling price times 200. We purposely use 200 and not 225 because of some loopholes that we might have gotten during our packing, or we want to reduce prices, or discounts, or gifts to our customers. That's why we're not using 225, which gives a net profit of 2 million naira for us, and 25 packs per month, which is realistic because we don't get students to come into UI all the time. We only get them at the first time that UI takes them in. And we don't always, students always tend to, how I put it, they always tend to use it till they graduate. It's only new students that we sell for. So that's why we're using 25 per month. So our channels, we already have a WhatsApp channel, and we're working on our Instagram channel already. NYC ambassadors, we have to reach out to NYC ambassadors, reach out to core members that they don't have issues, or PP that does not offer them accommodation. Even if your PP offers you accommodation, sometimes you don't get the basic amenities of mattress and pillow to sleep on. So we are there to offer you that. Then student ambassadors like the SU president for UI and all other executives can help us pass this message across their students that anytime they are coming in from other states, they don't need to bring in mattress or buy on the road. There's always someone to supply you at stand. Funnel strategy, we have 90,000 naira ad spend. We're going to spend 90,000 naira on our ads. which is going to most likely generate 10K views, 300 DMs, and 90 order. That's all. Loyalty discounts and referral bonuses. If you refer us, you get a bonus. We're also going to spend the money on flyers and some of it. So this is the grant, and this is how we want to spend. So we're proposing for a grant of 300,000 naira. We're going to spend it on inventory, which is 90,000 naira. We don't have the parts right now, so we have to get three parts of those parts, like 3 of the mattress, 3 of the bedspread, and curtains, and the rugs. For the inventory, that will cost 90,000 naira. So we have to market the brand to NYC core members and also students. That will cost 90K. Our branding for packing of all starter packs. If you're ordering bed sheets or curtains, we have to brand liners and everything. So I have to use the logistics, moving and transporting it, delivering it to individuals. We want to deliver to hostels, we want to deliver to everywhere across Ibadan to core members. So we're working with that logistics, and 60K for emergency buffers. Anything can pop up. We want to work on this. So the emergency buffer is 60,000 naira set aside. So which this unlocks 600K in revenue. Next slide. So our milestone, we're working on 100 plus orders per month after getting the grants. So we're looking at 100K because we're going to broadcast the channel well. Shopify website launch, Ibadan warehouse setup, 3 plus campus ambassador programs in UI and also NYC. Then B2B onboarding for short tests to supply them. Next slide. So I'm the founder, I'm Farouk. We need a staff and delivery, part-time digital marketer, ambassadors in UI. Yes, we need them for team advisors and skill advisors in finance and com. Presently, we work with a uniform branch in Ibadan and in Akure. They are our advisors. Next slide. Inflation, our risk and mitigation. The interior market right now always inflates. Today, the prices change, tomorrow. So it's part of our rates, delivery details, short and emergency funding.
The time is up.
Yeah, sir.
Time is up. This month.
In conclusion, it's just the last time.
Okay.
In conclusion, what we do is we are just here to save your costs of moving your interiors from one part of the country to your state, and also save you the stress of moving in the market, pricing. We're here to set up your space. You can pay on delivery. Thank you very much.
So, the reason I'm not supposed to be doing all this extensive explanation and stuff, but why I'm doing this is because I've noticed that what we've done here, what we did in 2023 for the first edition, was actually a ground that also pushed some of the winners and those that were delivering, pushed them to also go for other business competitions, in which we actually did well. I was making mention of this girl that came forward, second, feminine wellness. She competed at making her travel around Africa now. But she was in Ghana 2 or 3 weeks ago. She was in Rwanda just from that business. And she has won millions of naira even after that. So that's why I'm doing all of this extensive. The majority of competitions you go, they'll just call you. That's all. You get. So but we might not be able to meet. It's just the winners that I might just want to monitor closely later to see what they are doing and see how we can also help them for that based on the non-cash funding aspect. Yeah. So one thing I noticed too in other people's and the 2 recent people that on your team part, there's a need for you to have a brief bio of experience that qualifies each team member in that business. experience is very important to your team. So that is one of the things that gives your pitch or proposal strength. Give your proposal strength. Now, also, I want to re-emphasize on the market size because you didn't get it to you didn't get the market sizing right. If you look at, well, I won't go into details, but you didn't get that market sizing right. But let's read what you know about from churches. Yeah. So we always talk about the materials where sheets we going to be 14 here and 3 yards for by the same day to your delivery. Ordered by WhatsApp or Instagram. So your deck has told a clear story. Moving from book and problem solution, market traction, model art, risk and roadmap. So you have any traction of 60 plus facts delivered, 15K to 70K monthly revenue, 25% repeat or referral rates, which shows real demand, and the 300K request for demand. Now, where you have problem is the depth of your market slide, which is entirely top down. Then you improve your unit economics very well, so because that leads to your cash flow, and your team is also very very simple. So but let me just say this about your market sizing. In UI, let's say we have an average of 4,000 new states every year, right?
Yes.
So, and in particular of them we want to get beds for hostings. Yeah. Also 4 members. Let's say on an average in a year, well, anyways, we talk about let's say they should be able to at least do about 10,000 in a year. New 4 members. Yeah. It's more than that, but just 10,000. Just what case scenario. So when you're doing your marketing, we didn't specifically discuss how. I know you talk about STG, you talk about NYC, but what is that is the important thing of part of how you don't make money. But your business is you can do order based thing, right? Because you have an order, you go there. So and you wasted money on sourcing for it and also logistics. How is that you're gonna get 25 parts? And it
25 parts is 1 grams. So it's 100 parts per month after.
okay, you're gonna do 100 parts per specific markets that's periodic. It would make more sense for you to say, okay, out of this 4,000 that you are bringing in, these are not targeting. So that makes more sense for your target markets. Yeah, they did talk about competition very well too. I know you talked about that others don't do what you want to do, but I think it's a
Yes.
okay. I'm done. So you didn't talk about I'm sure some of them not maybe putting on the because we can order from them which is a very competition for business. Yeah. Also you didn't talk about logistics partners. I know you said you have 2 people that helps temporarily, but it's better if you actually have a solid partnership with the logistics company. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Please, as much as possible, let's keep time. No one wants to spend so much time. All right. The next person is latitude, autos, and engineering works. Latitude, autos, and engineering. The next one is people latitude. Let's welcome you. Everyone is on clapping. Let's clap. No,
Good morning, Jody, and my fellow colleagues. I really need to watch it, and I'm the executive folder for Las Vegas. It need not be for someone to very close to us. Oh, wow. Awesome. The executive folder of gratitude of police and environment. So, if not we, or maybe someone close to us, or maybe our family or friends, that have come in contact with local mechanic workshop that are maybe put their vehicles into disaster, maybe giving them your cars, your vehicles for them to fix, and probably they didn't actually do what is meant to be done to your car. Or get that inflated prices or so latitude purpose is here to fill the gap that is, or a big very gap that is in the automobile repair industry. So in 2021, what brought about latitude purpose? When I was in school back in the pandemic period, that was 2021, 2020. So few of people in my street, actually like 10 or 20 people, bought cars. And I tend to realize that in times to come, these people might need, or we eventually need people to repair their cars and vehicles. So why not me not go into this repair business and help them fix their? And I tend to realize that this is not just a problem for my street, it's a universal problem that needs to be solved. And there is a very big gap that needs to be addressed in automobile repair industry. So latitude doctors and engineering meets on electrical system repairs for vehicles. And because of this, I tend to know that from 2000 to 2002, most vehicles that come into Nigeria that are being manufactured by Toyotas, by Lexus, by Benz, and so on, are mostly depend on electrical system more than your mechanical parts. So they tend to use for infotainment equipment, those push control, the horn, so and so forth. Even the engine itself of the car actually work in component with electrical system. So latitude autos are going to bridge the gap in repairing electrical system. And me getting to Ibadan here in the last 6 months or so, I tend to understand that most mechanic workshops here in Ibadan, over 370 workshops are here in Ibadan, and about 20 of them provide specialized electrical system repair. Now, there is a very big gap in the repair industry. So, electric autos have come to address that gap So we tend to provide electrical system that is more approach to certain cars that we provide more initial force bandwidth and OBD2 scanner. This scanner will help us to know directly what is actually wrong with your car by just in just 10 to 15 minutes, you actually know what's actually wrong with your car. And we lastly what we tend to use or manual validation with digital data, and with this we tend to know after programming the OBD2 scanner, we tend to use the oscillator to confirm manually to know what is actually wrong before getting to fix the problem. And Plenty Autos also plan to use high quality components in repair every of our vehicles that are brought in and everything. And we plan to quality testing and customer review. Since I got to Ibadan over 6 months or so, I noticed that mechanic workshops in Ibadan tend to swindle or scam people, scam car owners in Ibadan. So they tend to, we plan to bring customer driven into the plan. So before we work on your car, we are going to tell you actually what is going to be done on your vehicle. This is also thing that will be needed. This is also thing that will plan to do to your vehicle. So you with that briefing, you know your car is in the right hand because and this approach that I just said, it tends to put us in more accurate repairs and repeat fewer repeat in the terms of you when you get a good repair, you know you are actually coming back in less time that you tend to use your car for more longer time than you plan to bring it back for repairs. So our unique life our unique values like the fast around and the value. So So our target audience are car owners in Oyo State and who drive light with vehicle, the Toyotas, the Nissan, the Honda, the Lexus, and so on. And this includes the private individuals, the fleet managers, like transport service provider, professionals seeking electrical automobile repairs. And these are some of our rental services over years. Since 2021, as the battlefield of the Dragon, we have solved so give solutions to over 100 cars and more that this year some of our rental services. And our market and commission analysis in the population of Ibadan, it is estimated to be over 4.1 population in Ibadan. And in this 4.1, and it is likely and estimated that there are over 600 cars in Ibadan, which are over the local market. And these 600,000 cars, at least in average, every car owner is able to spend at least 6,000 naira repair on their car every year. And we all know that it is likely more than that, but in average, 6,000 naira. And these 600,000 cars, 120 cars need electrical repair services in a year. So that is somewhat to 720 million. And the service of telephone market, which is 2.5% of 3.6 billion naira, which is 3,000 cars. We are trying to maybe to get to be able to be sell our markets, give our services to 2.5 shares of 3.6 million, which is 18 million naira. So our revenue stream, currently we offer services of like diagnosis repair and repair charges. Currently our diagnosis fee is based between 3,000 naira and 5,000. And our repair charges is between 10,000 and 60,000 naira. And so between 10,000 and 60,000, and these prices are judged from the complexity of how the work is bigger or the simplicity. And other revenue streams are parcel. We tend to get our more revenue from parcel and so on. So our attraction since 2021, since 2021. So a team, currently, Toro is basically working on one nothing, and we plan to improve our manpower to build solid foundation with our websites and technology into employing more auto electricians and front task there and workshop supervisor, inventory managers, mobile technicians, and physical marketing. Or there are other workers and the other teams involved in livestock business. There are mentors here in, I have mentors here in Ibadan and Abeokuta, which are the only working of the rural area also. And our grants and utilization, we request 300,000 to improve our deliveries and repair journey to serve 120 paying customers within the next 6 months. And this as our use of funds and milestones. We plan to get a mobility scanner into Nexus Pro delivery, which is therefore in accurate computation, and this will cost us over 140,000 naira. Or if it is 30,000 naira plus, and safety gear for technician protection 10,000 naira, and we also get a new multimeter for 24,000 naira, and consumables which are fused strips and wire for 44,000 naira. And we plan to schedule 50,000 naira for brand advertising and marketing. We plan to do more of A5 flyer, 100 pieces, just like I just said to people here, for 15,000 naira, or 3 by 2 feet banner for 15,000, 4 copies for 15,000 naira. And we tend to do more social media advertising so top members plan to do this for me by paying 20,000 naira to just to do the social information post and all the solution.
Especially from that market side, we got it right. I had to also do some calculations. We got it right. So we did both the bottom up and top down. Fantastic. It's budget is very right. I have to check online. In fact, I have the website. I have to check websites for the price of these things, and it's falling around like anything and that. It's falling around their actual exact price, which makes it very realistic. So then the problem you have is marketing. Flyers are good, but when we do marketing risk management, talk about your customer acquisition cost and your the lifetime value of the customer. Why don't you consider stickers to place on the back of cars? I think that's the most fantastic part. Small stickers at the back of cars. Their car is having problem, they know who to call already on the back of their car. So if you give me a flyer now, I might misplace it. I might drop it here, I might forget it here. But if at least 10,000 cars or 60,000 cars in Ibadan has your flyers at your stickers at their back, even if someone else does not know the mechanic to call, they can see your number at the back of someone else's car. And to put more context, for you to do that flyer, there's a way you do it. If you eventually are part of one of the winners, can be for free. And also for the pasting, there are some guys that I know they use all this skating stuff. They tell them they paste stickers. I think they paste like 20 naira or 30 naira. So that's the best market strategy you can use. This sticker, this flyer is I saw it 1,000 for this flyer waste of time. You don't use social media. People across social media, but you want to see what you want. So you just have your services on the sticker, then you're fine. Then you need to put a lot of partnership. You don't have to. There should be partnership with existing automobile shops that does not have a scanning system and does not have the technical know-how. You can actually approach them to discuss that with them. That you can come for their scanning. They can put it as part of what they are doing. You can come for their scanning, briefly. Then you can also try to get multiple things diagnostic to have more staff that you can train, that you can give these things to, and do that all around. And apart from that, you can also think of how you can start training mechanics on how to use it. You said you have 370, right? And less than 20 has this thing. And it's not even that expensive. It's not that expensive for them to actually put their business. So you can have a training program for them. Charge them up to 300 to them, they'll pay. Or you can tell them they are getting all the tools as they pack. If you are getting all the tools, let's say 50K, and you are training them for 500K, get 50K profit on the job then. Are we together? How many minutes left? That's all. Thank you.
Well done.
Good morning, everyone, once again. From his comments, you would have known the slides that are more important. So if you can waste more time on those slides, the slides that are less important, you manage your time properly there. Then the slides that are more important, you emphasize on them. I believe you would have taken note of the slides that are more important in the presentation. But that's the thing.
The next person, the next speaker is for NS Hospital. Around the hospital.
Good day, everyone. My name is Adenoid. I'm founder and CEO of NS Culture. Culture basically means high standard fashion, high standard fashion. Okay, crafting reality and empowering local creators one stitch at a time. Okay, from my problem, I would like to create a story of we having a fashion designer, let's say in Baggy Market, and it's trying to build a career, making clothes and making outfits for people. And on the other hand, we have a model, I think it's Beatrice, trying to get the bespoke attire outfits for our modeling work. So in trying to, she reached out to Tola to get an outfit for our modeling work she's having in the next 2 weeks. So in the process, Tolani at the other end, she doesn't have equipment, she doesn't have cash, she doesn't have access to equipment to really give Beatrice the attire she needed for our modeling. So Tolani, the tailor now, she gave out this clothes. From ordering from Beatrice, she gave out the order and she did her best and then she delivered. So in the long run, Beatrice didn't get what she expected from the fashion designer because she lacked access to equipment to get her work done properly. So many people want to look great, but finding stylish custom fit clothing that is delivered on time within budget is a constant struggle. Many of us, we know that on Instagram, our Instagram fashion designer account, to actually access them with our budget is actually a big struggle. So we tend to go for local tailors, and local tailors are not giving us what we want. At the same time, talented local fashion designers have the equipment environment and support needed to grow their business and then consistently. Please can we move to the next slide. So we at NS Culture, we are trying to bridge the gap between these two people. Now we offer stylish well-fitted custom outfits delivered on time, within budget, built on our signature, regular, elegant design approach and attention to detail. So we are there to actually give our outfits to people at a very affordable rate, considering our young people that are just coming up that they don't need to break bands to look good. Then we offer our solution to this problem we are offering these outfits. Then one of the solutions we are getting into is to offer a pay-per-use fashion workspace whereby we have equipment. This is where the need for the 300K comes in. Whereby we have the equipment for these fashion designers. We have the equipment on ground. They just need to come in and do their thing. They are talented. They know what they are doing, but they do not have access to, most of them don't have access to grants like this or people to invest in them. So when we have access to things like this, we create this body. They come in to come and have access to equipment whereby they showcase their talent. So the other solution we are getting for this problem is we mentoring people, young talent people. Aside the fact we have secondary school graduates that have learned this fashion design, but because their parents do not have access to funds to raise them, so we also offer mentorship, people that want to learn from us, and from there they can actually get their customers and make use of our pay per use fashion workspace things like that. So our market traction, we using the population statistics for 2023, that's 3.6 million people in Ibadan, averagely considering, that's our total people, like everybody wears clothes, So, and our accessible available market, style conscious individuals around 18 to 40, about 300,000 people. So our accessible obtainable market, basically reachable clients in 2 years, scope of 2 years, the people that we feel we can reach, because considering the work we can do, early traction, 30 outfit delivered. Okay, we started few months ago. So considering our ability and our resources at hand now, we can be able to finish like 3 outfits in a week. Multiplying 3 outfits in a week by 4 weeks, we have 4 weeks in a month. That's 12 outfits per week. So we're able to calculate how many outfits we can deliver within the scope of time. And using that to consider with 2 years, which is our scope. That was why we were able to bring about 300 to 400 clients. Then we have repeated clients that comes back for our services. Our milestone, 3 outfits per week capacity. We have 2 machines and workspace ready. Then the pay per use is what we are working towards after getting the grant. This one for that. Okay, our revenue stream. Basically, presently, our revenue stream is the outfits we make for people, and based on my calculation, 3 outfits in a week, and averagely, based on the complexity of the outfit that we give out, let's say averagely 12,000 naira per outfit, averagely, considering the money, the materials we use in making those outfits. After getting outfits from customers, the materials we use in making the outfits like linings and the likes. So we say 12,000 naira per outfit, 12,000 times 3 outfits in a week. Then the total multiplied by the total number of outfits we can make in a month. So our gross margin per outfit is 4,000 naira. Like on each outfit that I make, I will have to separate the money that is going into the material being used to make this outfit. So the pay per use, we are launching the pay per use equipment access, hoping that if we get access to this one, we'll be able to start. And we are actually looking at starting with whether pay per hour or we have a tier level of this, whereby you subscribe to it like a gold. When you subscribe to gold, like you have access to this particular set of machine in a month. If you apply to the platinum, you have this particular set of machine in a month. So the workshops and mentorship, based on our communities, NYSC graduates and secondary school graduates, like okay, go to markets, we go to social media to make our work known, Instagram, word of mouth to mouth. We believe that when we have people coming in for this paper hour sections, they are able to relate to people, and this gives visibility to the business. Whereby if someone comes today and introduces the paper with access to another person, we have more hands on deck, and we ourselves, we have been exposed to talented minds that they are talented in all these things that we do. So they help and they collaborate, and in this, putting all these talents together helps NS Culture as a whole. Funnel and KPI targets, our KPI targets, funnel stage expected numbers, which through the custom funnel, through the both market strategies that we have put in place, paying money for ads and all of those things. Then CPA spend logic, the amount to spend on Instagram, referrals or reward. Like when you bring referrals, we tend to give you discounts on your others. The financial ask milestone. Okay, these are the list of the things we feel we can get from types of the machine, overlock machine, steam iron. It gives us more ability to actually produce outfits that are neat, and it will give people, you know, when we don't have these things, there is nothing to actually market for people that wants to come and use our equipment. But when we have them on ground, it gives them access and give them this relaxation that when they come to us, they have what they are looking for and they cannot afford. So in the next 6 to 12 months, our milestone, we believe that when we have all these equipment and people start coming in, whether for the training, whether for the people I use access, or when we employ people, you know, when we have more talented people on ground, we'll be able to multiply the number of outfits we make per day or per week, and this actually will help our revenue in the long run. So in NS culture, basically you are trying to kill like 3 birds with a stone. You know, one of I would like to quote from Warren. He says, paraphrasing the quote now, he says that the shade we are sitting under now was a tree that was actually built by someone a long time ago. The shade that we can rest, like we can sit under a tree because it has grown so much, was actually built by somebody. It was actually like a tree that was planted by somebody a long time ago. So we are trying to, you know, save people from unemployment, you know, youths that are graduating, that they do not have access to funds to actually save themselves up. They are able to still show for their talents by coming in and having access to the equipment, then saving people from the stress. And okay, sir, please.
Who is
the next side. So meet the team. I have no comfort at it, I'm allowed to keep my assistant, Ola Samuel, social media manager, Odele is our brand manager. Then I will market product, a brand that I've worked with in the last few months, like last few years, and I've been able to learn from her, so she's my advisor. This is the next one. Risk and mitigation. Our risk, market demand, fluctuation, competition from bigger brands, equipment downtime. So we try to look at the likelihood of this risk affecting us and their impact, and these are the mitigation strategy. We introduce casual ready to wear. You know, when we have casual ready to wear, like we'll be able to sell, we still make sales. Then competition from bigger, focus on unique styling model, and we retain our own legacy. We have to retain our legacy. So the thank you for listening.
This is a very fantastic thing. Very, very fantastic. You've done a lot of work. It's very fantastic. You've got your market size right, so that yourself. Very fantastic solution for the problem. Very fantastic product ideas, infrastructure ideas. Very fantastic revenue model. Yeah, so I'll just take a few of these. I think I know a little bit about fashion because my younger sister is a fashion person, a fashion designer, and I'm very knowledgeable about her business. So it makes me, yeah, that's good. For those that those things that I get what I know, it gives me more knowledge and clarity about what you're doing. So now, let's go to the sociographics and the infrastructure markets and especially the paper use, right? People come in and they want to use it for probably an event I want, then just pay, use the clothes for the event, then return it.
Basically, give access to talented tailors to use equipment that we have on ground.
What about the post revenue stream? I thought something that everything should. Talk about this.
We make outfits for people like the normal sewing for customers, like our B2C, we directly to clients.
I thought we talked about something like paper outfits. We have some paper instrument. That's a very nice place idea. In fact, I was thinking it was part of your product line. Let me explain what I was thinking is part of the product line. A situation whereby a lady has a social outing this weekend, maybe today, and you know, to get the normal Owambe clothing of ladies to sew material and everything for those high-end ones, not the celebrity ones, we just normally average high-end ones, of course, around 50 period dollars, right? What if they come into your store and you already have custom outfits that you can just rent for that day? I can just rent for that day, then the plan. Yes. I was not thinking of part of your okay, so we are running out of time. We have to be very faster. So yeah, I'll just make the comments. I'll not to question you. Yeah, so custom outfits, charging per 12K per outfit, right? Yeah, you've done your revenue model very well. Then the equipment is there. I'm very well aware that it's more of like just a working space like this. They come to the equipment and then very fantastic business. So how many machines do you have at the moment? 2. Okay. When I said 2 users per week, 80,000 revenue. You said 10,000 per liter per month.
It's only happens simply, it's always, it's depending on the market we are.
Okay.
Because of the social we have a time, we feel
Yeah,
like
so it is now and near future.
yes.
I thought it was point to them. Then yeah, let me go to the team. Just have only one assistant tailor, right? So and you are the major passion design. So your team is very linked. You have to consider for this extent of work, you have to consider recruiting more. And also your marketing has to be more solid. You need to do more marketing around whole fashion design stores that actually have existing fashion designers that are part of everything out from there and are looking to get their fits. You don't need a lot about marketing and yeah, it's not the marketing that I think you have to do with. You need to look at the marketing very well. It's not that well fleshed out. But every that is fantastic. Actually, every that is fantastic. Great job, well done. Thank you.
Well done. Well done. So, for those that just joined us, I'd just like to introduce myself to you. My name is Daniela Aleko, and I'm also a core member. So I'd like to welcome you. And I hope that you will not be leaving here the same way you came, leaving here with fresher insights, newer ideas, everything you need to progress, even in your own business. All right. So, I hope we've been having a great time. I hope we've been having a great time. Let's respond. Let's respond. All right. The next person is from Sarel. Yes. Sarelo is irrelevant. What? Okay, Sarelo, you not put the here. Oh, Sarelo. All right. Sarelo. A round of applause, please.
It was a hot afternoon in my final year at content classes. I had just come out of a 3 hours project defense, tired, stressed, and hungry. I opened my bag, no snacks. I have no strength to walk to the cafeteria, and my roommate wasn't around to help. I stayed at my phone, wishing I could just tap on the button and have food delivered to my doorstep by someone I trusted. But that option didn't exist, not in my school, not in most Nigerian campus. That moment stuck with me because I realized it wasn't just my problem. Every day, students around me were either skipping meals, walking long distances to the in the heat to the cafeteria. Cafeterias, on the other hand, had good meals, but often struggle with slow turnouts and all logistical delay. And while the living platform existed, none were designed for campus life and none empowered students themselves. And that was how Standing Law was born. Out of a personal niche and a shared struggle, a platform built by students and for students. One that doesn't just bring food to you, it brings convenience, empowerment, and opportunity. Standing Law is a campus-centered food delivery platform that connects students who want to buy food with verified student riders who are ready to earn responsibly. We are not just solving hunger, we are solving access, safety, and youth empowerment on campus. Hello everyone, my name is Faisal Abdakim, and I'm the founder and CEO of Standing Law. Standing Law is a campus-based logistics platform that enables students to order meals, groceries, and personal items from local vendors and have them delivered by fellow students using bicycles, all in under 20 minutes on average. Our peer-to-peer model analysis verified student agents who are already familiar with campus rules and schedules. This ensures faster deliveries and also creates flexible income opportunities for students on campus. Every cellular delivery partner is onboarded through a vetting process, trained on service standards, and equipped with performance tracking tools. Next slide, please. Our core values are speed, affordability, empowerment, reliability, and security. Our customer service satisfaction score across deliveries week, we have the current rating of 4.7 out of 5 based on our 3,505 completed orders in 3 months. Standing Law isn't just another logistic app, it is a time saver, income generator, and community builder for the modern Nigerian students. Our market opportunity. With over 2 million students living in Nigerian tertiary institutions and growing, there is a massive undeserved market in the campus food delivery space. Increasing smartphone penetration and the rising adoption of on-demand services among Gen Z creates a perfect environment for a student-centric delivery platform. At Ponte University alone, our pilot market, students places over 5,000 plus food and essentials orders monthly, which represents a 15 million annual serviceable market based on our 250 per order. With over 3,505 orders posted in our first 3 months of operations, we have been able to validate this opportunity. Our computer analysis. This is the table when comparing Standing Law to other ones. According to the table, campus exclusivity, it is only Standing Law that offers that. Peer-to-peer model, Standing Law is the only one offering that. Agent verification, all the other platforms are offering that. Income opportunity for students, only Standing Law offers that. Offline accessibility, only Standing Law offers that. Next slide. Our attraction so far, we have been able to complete 3,505 orders in just 3 months. We are currently operating on one campus with consistent repeat users. Our organic growth is via word of mouth and WhatsApp. We have partnered with over 10 plus food vendors, and we have generated over 1 million plus in revenue in just 3 months. Next. Our business model, we operate a commission-based platform model which connects students who want food delivered with student carriers who are available to go to the cafeteria. We charge a fixed service fee of 250 per order with average daily orders of 50 to 70, which is projected to scale to 150 plus across multiple campuses. Our vendor subscription, we charge between 5,000 to 15,000 per month per vendor. Our campus ambassador recognizing which is coming soon in the future, we are planning to charge the commission from product statement or student focused man. our unit economics. Our average order fee is 250 naira. Our gross profit per order is 250 naira. Currently, we have a monthly active orders of 1,600. Our gross monthly revenue is 400,000 at the moment. Our operational cost at the moment is between 100,000 to 120,000, and our net monthly profit is 300,000 at the moment. Our go-to-market strategy. Our target audience are university and polytechnic students living on campus, cafeteria owners and food vendors, student entrepreneurs looking to earn by helping others to pick up. We plan to go to the market through on-campus ambassadors and influencers, social media and digital marketing, referral program, cafeteria partnership program, posters, flyers, and stickers on campus. Our first year KPI targets. We aim to onboard at least 3 schools on our platform, have 7,500 plus users registered, complete 40,000 orders within our first year, which is going to earn us 10 million in our first year, have average daily orders of 200 plus, have 3,000 to 4,005 monthly active users, and have partnered with at least 80 cafeterias, and also have a 70% repeat order rate. Our CPA is between 400 naira to 700 naira. Our financial ask. We are seeking a 300,000 grant to build and launch the first version of the Silo mobile or web application, which is going to help us improve our operational efficiency and scale our customer base across content university to other campus. This investment is going to bridge the gap between our current manual operation and an automated scalable platform. We aim to use 60,000 of this fund to design our UI UX, 100,000 for our backend developments, 90,000 for our mobile app developments, 20,000 for our app testing and quality assurance, 15,000 for deployment and hosting, and the remaining 50,000 for unexpected costs. And by the end of the year, we aim to have published our app live on App Store and Google Play Store. Next slide. Our team, the first person is I myself. I'm the founder and CEO. I'm a web developer and graphic designer. The second person is Yusuf Akoladi, who is the operations and logistics lead. The third person is Baoka Abu, Abdulrazak, who is the product designer, and the last person is Fatih Olaniyan, who is the social media manager. Next. Our advisor is a professor of IT with experience lecturing across Africa, including International University of Malaysia, Malaysia, Oman, and Fonte University. His contribution is strategic guidance on scalability, platform infrastructure, and cross-border education and tech insight. Gap to fill. To be able to achieve our 12 to 24 months roadmap, we still need the following key positions. The first key position is the CTO, who is going to handle the app architecture. The second is the product manager, who is going to help to coordinate releases. The third is the marketing or growth lead, who is going to lead the data campaign. The fourth is finance or accounting support, who is going to handle bookkeeping. And the last is customer support representative, who is going to provide real-time assistance to users. Our risk and mitigation. The first we highlighted is delaying is operational risk, which can be caused due to delay in weather or rider unavailability. We plan to maintain a pool of standby riders to quickly fill this gap during peak hours and also implement real-time delivery tracking. The second we highlighted is technological risk, which can be as a result of bugs or server issues. We plan to create a backup ordering channel via WhatsApp or any other media. The third one is financial risk, because students can go on holiday, so we plan to build a 3-month cash reserve buffer to handle low income cycles. The last week I highlighted is market competition risk. So they can be an emergence of similar platforms. So we plan to build brand loyalty through excellent customer service and unique engagement. Next slide. Our vision. Our vision is divided into 2 phases. The first one is the foundation and optimization, which is between the 12th month to the 12th month. So we aim to launch the Silo app with ordering, delivery, and tracking features. We aim to deepen operations at Content University with SOPs for food vendors, riders, and ordering processing. We aim to increase student user base to 2,500 plus active users with a 70% monthly retention. And we aim to achieve 20,000 total process order by month 12. And also we aim to implement performance analytics as well to track service efficiency and customer satisfaction. The second phase, which is the expansion and scale, which is between the 13th month to the 24th month, we aim to expand to 3 to 5 new universities, prioritizing campuses with high density students and low access to structured delivery service. we aim to have partnered with at least 30 new vendors across all campuses. And also we aim to recruit, onboard and manage 50 plus women delivery partners. We aim to implement premium features like subscription meals, vendor hacking, live delivery map, and peer-to-peer ordering. And also we aim to have introduced sign-off wallets for seamless in-app transactions and bonuses. And the last one, we aim to begin revenue sharing agreements with campus partners and student ambassadors. Thank you very much.
Then I was smiling. Why do you think I was smiling? They know. They know. Start with your own campus rooms. That's it.
Do you know about it? Have you heard about it?
I read about campus rooms before. Start with your own. Start with your own. Someone can handle research based off of campus rooms. Campus and rooms together. Then I want to search your Google search app stores. What do you do? What's really based on what?
On campus.
The outside Nigeria?
Yeah, in Nigeria.
Oh, fantastic. So you shot the same leg. Okay, cool. I actually manage campus rooms. And I've managed campus rooms since 2020. We have over 25,000 users in Nigerian universities. We are currently in over 40 campuses. And we have been in over 50 campuses. We have done over 500,000 orders, both in fast food, food stock, gas refill, transport, laundry, and accommodation. We have done over 150 million naira worth of orders in the past 10 years. So not every campus runs here at all as the leading campus-based logistics service. That's also an app. Exactly what you want to do is a very wrong thing because then only decided as campus exclusivity. That's where the there. We only recruit students as our riders. And we use bikes, We also place order on WhatsApp and on SMS. So your computer analysis is moving on. Now going to the total markets. You said 2 million undergraduates in Nigeria. Nigeria has more than 50 million undergraduates across college educations, polytechnics, and universities. Over 30 million. Okay.
Our major targets here are private universities.
Private universities, yes. But no private universities are more than 2 million.
Big name on campus, no private university. Of course.
Who live in your campus with more than 2 million? They are more than 2 million. More than 2 million. Yeah. How many private universities do they have in Nigeria? They are more than 100. All universities and all institutions are all that have been registered are more than 100 that have been registered. How many that are yet to be accredited? Even if you are trained, and you didn't say that private, you didn't say that living on campus. You just have company just like a pilot. You guys don't afford the university. I know. That's why you have it as private. And bicycle, how many students actually also like that in front? What is a private school now? What is a private school? Yes. How many students for fund university? You guys see how much per session?
Depends on the course.
Like what an average?
Like now,
so I'll pay 900 as school fees and I'll pay private services.
some students are on scholarship.
I know, even like that. Even if you are on scholarship, you go to the next
They are low.
You know why I'm saying this? Because most of it was private schools. But with like Alikma is almost like funding. And to recruit a student rider, even with a bike, the problem. This might be, you score the highest in business plan. Do you get to know the reason? Because you know how to write proper business plan, you know how to pitch there. You also score a very high marks there, but the reality check is the problem. You don't know your research. You don't know a lot of reality checks. I've said it that your traction, even in Lautech alone, that is people that have known the high number of others. No one really fight with things. Maybe because pattern. Well, I go to read that. Okay. Well. So, you have a very good plan, structured well, but that reality check, what I'm not convinced with, it's not only your research about competitors, and also your figures are reality, honestly, they are realistic to like anything, but that reality check is different. So you want to build, you are a developer, right? Who start? Why do you need a CCTV?
I just need someone to share it. I don't want to take the responsibility to save me.
So for the UI UX now, others on board, are you paying them?
I'm only paying they are like my close friends. I'm paying all of them. It's like I've started paying.
So you think 60K will only design 8 UI pages. 100K will only do 10 points back end.
Meaning I use it also. I have an
No, the developer said, how much do you think iOS charges per month for an app? How much do you think Google Play charges? Than none. You went there too. I know the thing. So your budget is also kind of unrealistic. I'm currently even working on an app. With my knowledge and assets I have, I'm still spending more than 3 million naira on debt. So what language do you want to use? What pattern? Because we are using Flutter. I don't think you need, for an MVP, I don't think you really need to do Flutter, honestly. You can just do something more minimal, you can do whether with CML, just for that. There's a particular one I would love to know that I'm using now. We can talk about that later. But I love the way you structure your business plan. It's very fantastic. You know how to structure your business plan. You just need more research and have some reality checks. Thank you.
I don't know about that for you. Well done to everyone. Well done. The next person is Styles by Miriam Flag. Please let's clap for us. Please let's keep clapping. My name is Adeline, and I'm the creative director behind Styles by Miriam. Next slide. This is the outline of it. Start about it is a platform for tailoring and design brand with a deep personal mission. Creates custom wear and custom-made wear and ready-wear clothing that women love and please business. Our target audience is women and above, and we aim to address the common frustration among Nigerian women. Receiving poorly elected styles that feels distracting to protect that desire. Our proposal is start with body jacket. Next slide. This business is a sole-partnership business. Two services include designing and tailoring custom corporate wear, casual wear, traditional attire, alteration, standing connotations for all body types. Our targeted audience includes women who are 18 and above, which includes female students in tertiary institutions or classwomen, right? It is our post location in Florida, Ibadan, with a strong online presence. Next slide. There's a problem that I noticed. I conducted research and I found out that according to Business Day newspaper, the fashion market is estimated to be between 3.7 to 9.7 trillion annually. So the problem I noticed is that the styles by tailors are poorly executed. They don't really care about the styles. Tailors, they promise styles that they cannot execute. And they deliver it. And I was able to conduct a survey on 20 of my targeted audience, which included some corporate, world class women, and some students. I noticed that most of them, their pain point was that when they give their styles to tailors, they know within themselves that by the style, they won't get the style. This is the next slide. And they didn't really mind paying a lot of money to get their executed style. This is the next slide. So the solution to poorly executed styles I use the use of accurate measurement, the use of patterns to execute the styles. My brand will focus on intentionality in executing styles. Then through the use of meshing, good meshing like weaving meshing, we promise good finishing and also time delivery. Next slide. This brand, the management and team of this brand includes who is the founder, creative director, pattern maker, and social media manager. Then my boss and my mentor, we work part-time. My name is Adejoke Adeshola. Then also the tailor, Grace, who may assist in finishing because my brand is very focused on good finishing. Then delivery agents who will be outsourced sometimes the delivery. This three-person team was chosen because of the first small startup budget and also for increased client engagement. In the next slide. The Nigerian function, okay. The total
Calm down. Calm down.
okay, the market has so dynamic to the brand. Okay, now the total addressable market for the fashion market annually in Nigeria is estimated to be 3.7 trillion to 9.7 trillion annually. Going to the Ibadan base, the serviceable market is estimated to be 600 women. Then obtainable market 5.9 million. Our strength include reliable finishing, strong brand values, online and offline presence. Some of our weakness based on our physical capital, small things, strong and dependency, the opportunities we have with business include the front marketing, digital marketing, leveraging use of social media platform. Then some of our weakness include power supply issue, technology stability, and high competition from other fashion brands. Next slide. Okay, this business we aim to get money or revenue through offering different services such as custom tailoring and ready to wear brand, ready to wear line, and also alteration services which entails fixing clothing, the styling consultation for future purposes. So in terms of minutes revenues getting, average price of clothes if we aim to prepare is for custom orders, the average amount of money we aim to charge for for each customer is 11,000 naira. Then the profit per clothes will be 6,000 after taking the average direct cost, which includes the material used in getting preparing the clothes. So our ready-to-wear brand, the average price we charge for each clothing will be 30,000 naira. So the profit for each clothes will be 3,700 after taking 9,300 naira for preparation and clothes. So monthly, if we are able to win the grant, when we through the acquisition of of tools and also human resources, we aim to we aim to create 25 clothes per month for custom wear. Then ready to wear 20 clothes, totally 226,500 for profit. After removing our fixed costs, our profit monthly may be 11,500 naira. Next slide. The channels with which we wish to reach people include Instagram, TikTok, WhatsApp business where our customers may access our catalog. Then also we wish to collaborate with makeup artists, salons, photographers. They have reach. They have they may also attend to paying customers, which are also our customers. So through the use of our online platform, we may be able to reach 5,000 visitors, maybe 5,000 people more monthly. Then after this 5,000 people who may do our social media page, we may have 105 inquiries. Then those who may patronize us will be 30 per month. Then yearly, if hopefully we win grant and get our machines and human resources, we're able to cater for 200 plus orders within a year. And by month six, we should be able to have gotten to the 100 ready to wear units. Then we are gotten 2,000 bags and clear the top with 10%. Next slide. Our financial plan. With this 300,000 naira, we aim to get reaping machine, cutting table, branding materials like online branding, fabric materials, packaging and delivery kits, creation tools, equipment. Right now, I have a sewing machine, but since this brand, I've not emphasized it enough, this brand is very particular about wood finishing. So, what may enhance that may be the use of manual whipping machine, excuse me, sir, and also cutting table and tools, papers and rulers that we can use to draft patterns. So monthly return okay for the year, if we're able to if we 12 months, okay, per month, if we are able to make custom orders which is estimated in 25 after getting grant and getting good resources, we'll be able to get 152,000 for custom wear, and after making 20 units and getting orders for ready to wear or ready to wear line, we're going to make 74,000, totally 206,000 per month. So if the market is very bad, we may make 150,000, 158,000 per month, then removing our fixed costs, we may include rent, then our profit may be between 110,000 to 150,000. Okay, our vision within 2 years we aim to launch a website.
What I understand that you just it's a normal fashion business, but you want to ensure that you more specific to customer demands, right?
Not just customer demand, but also engage finishing and accurate style execution of style. Well,
they want accurate execution of style.
yes.
And they want finishing.
Yes. Yes. But what makes mine stand out? But sometimes the most common roadside, what the roadside tables use are freehand, but I use pattern drafting, which entails the use
of accuracy animation. Okay, so that was like, and I'm very particular about.
Yeah, you don't see it.
Yes, sir.
Sure that they get what they want.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You see the normal fashion design, with no, the only thing is just like looking at how you can meet your demands specifically, and that is just quality control. Quality control is the major which you said that what you said you're very committed to this. No fashion designer, but you want to ensure that quality is top notch and you get what you want.
Yes, sir.
But we've done a very good analysis of the business, we've done very good analysis of the market, of the financials and everything. Fantastic habits. Show that you have very high score. Have a very high score in the appreciating man from judges. Let's see what they say. Okay, yeah, so the market side also you have to be, we also don't make sense, but you also have to be protocol. Then your cash flow commits to your cost line. Then now no really extended commitments from other team members too, because it's not the business is not gonna rely solely on your expertise in the long run. So you're gonna need a lot more expertise, and also quality control is not cannot be done with one person. So make other players and also see what you see, because you can't necessarily see everything at once. But there are some things that even the customer would not see themselves. Like when they use your service, that people now tell them that, oh, I love this about you because it's nice. Not then they are just probably interested in the thing, because when they see something else from someone else, because those people sit in another light, it also improve their confidence. That's what we call demand perception. So yeah, that's just it. And also you need to be more confident in your presentation. Yeah, next person. You need to learn how to confident those questions. Yeah, just we are all from that state. I didn't start meeting about everything. We are all from that state. So and these are my others that I don't just getting for a small boy like me. So you'll find out. Next question is
one thing about the business landscape is that it's ever changing. And to see people wanting to grow their businesses, achieve success, achieve sustainability, is something amazing. So if you are proud of the work that you're doing, you have your business. If you are proud of the work that you are doing, give me a round of applause. And the next person that will be coming with another compelling pitch is the CEO I use farm. Very much applause. I welcome the work.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. My name is Oyokopa, CEO of Tales Farm. I got this inspiration from my parents, though. They have been doing the poultry business, majorly layers, and other poultry birds. They have been doing it for over 10 years, and I've been the one managing it. Even though I want to start my own, he said that I have to finish my school before I go into the business. It is. So, sorry, sir, next slide. My major goals is to provide premium fresh eggs to institutional horses and retail clients. and also provide a revenue in which I as well can generate a revenue and also a job opportunity for the locals, for the peoples in the environment as well. So that's the major uh, objectives. And the market opportunity, because of the loss of low cost, considering the other nutritious things that give us proteins, I can see say egg is one of the things that is more cheaper comparing to other things like meats and like chickens and fish. So, and majorly we'll be focusing on local metropolitan market like today, markets, Bodija, Itameri, and other markets within the premises because I'm staying around a very, let's say the middle of Ibadan, which is around Ibadan. So I can actually connect to major markets around the area. And also, I'll be using I system layer grid, strong environment on flood management. And for us not to go into shopping, we have to make sure that we make sure that we prevent them from heinous and proper hygiene, even not just for the vessel, also for the environment of where I'm staying because it's a very advanced area. So I won't even do it to an extent in which the Pacific present smell. And also another few finance of 900,000 is the estimate initial investment for working capital. So because the ships, infrastructures, which are the environment, the buildings, and that we call in sorry in poultry, we call it pen. We have a pen and a cage, and also some other things needed. Now, these are the major problem, the major pain point of a farmer. The major thing of the farmer is not the people that is the best themselves because if it's not well taken care of, if the person is not well given to them, they may vanish and they may die. All your effort, your income, your the interest, we may lose interest. But we, as well as an experienced farmer like me, with some things, I've seen a lot, and the diseases that actually causes loss and to the farm for to make the farmers. So these are, let's say, we have sorry, we have different diseases. So in which affects there's many small farmers. So all this we have flu, we have now the other thing is the environmental and climate factors. Now the heat and the weather conditions of the environment also affect the birds, and we tend to understand when there is much heat, we will reduce the number of birds in which we put in a particular area so that they can actually breathe in very well. And if there is a lot of, let's say, the temperature is very low, whether the rainy season, you can actually get a proper thing to cover the area or you see to them everywhere. And also when there's heat, you make sure you give them water. And the other thing is, these are the solutions that I'm talking about. And also, you make sure you get a proper breed so that it will give you a problem. And the other thing is dressing schedule. You have to schedule because in a poultry farm, the stage and the time of their development also give them also determine the type of dressings and drugs you'll be giving to them. Let's say a marriage is a day, the day that they live, let's say a day old, they call them a day old, that's the coolest. They call them a day old, and if it's not given to them on that day, you have sometimes the factory may have given it to them, but you can't be assured, so you have to correct them. And also the feeding and other drugs too, other things. Now the feeding plan, you you have to starter, you have start the starter from 0 to 6 weeks, and after that, the grower must till let's say 6 to 20 weeks, then layer and leave layers at the end of days. And the feed cost is one of the other things that we are facing in poultry farm because you can see today the feed is 10,000. At the end of the day, you can say okay 10,500 without even notifying your customer. So we with that we are going to take into account the farm feed missing, in which and also use precise precision feeding according to the production stage and age of the bird. Okay, next stage. Now, these are the costs of the estimate of what we've been working on. We already knew that, okay, we get the best, the outside, the feed, the drink, the vaccines is very important, the drink, and also everything. Now, from here, we have the market structures, which are the total addressable markets, that's globally, and the service available market, especially in Nigeria. We have up to 750 billion, and we create approximately 60 to 80 million layer birds national. And also approximately 8% of the national production in Nigeria. Or your state also is a very lucrative area when comes to poultry. And also my target penetration is 0.01 achievable with my own 50 layers, because I'm going into a very small scale at the start. Sorry. The revenue project for farm production adoption. Now, total revenue projected per circle, let's say X says of no, let me start with surviving birds, sorry, no. Okay, surviving of 46 birds, and we generate our revenue from heads majorly. Now, 40 crates for 5,500 naira average, and a month that's 2,200 naira month. And we spend layers, which are after let's say 72 weeks or 2 years roundabout. So we sell them off so that we can bring it around. That's 46 multiplied by 5,000. That's 230,000. Now these are the cost. The cost is about 3,348,000 naira. 3 million, sorry. Sorry. Now profits and the margin. This is 4,190,000, and so the net profit is 842. That's around the profit margin of 27.5% reward on interest. So sorry. Now, business model and utility economics, we have custom segments, secondary food. These are the people that will be meeting now. Our primary buyers are the neighborhood provision stores and local markets, the secondary schools. The secondaries are called around 5%, which are the food services, look at the restaurants and others. Tertiaries are what? They also consumers and health conscious consumers. So revenue stream, primary fresh, now like 6% of revenue because we'll be seeing them and we can easily negotiate. Secondaries, revenue stream which is fresh health sales. That's one of the major revenue. Now the secondary is spend layer, which is 4% of revenue. So you are seeing them and the future organic fertilizer. This is future, this is not present because by the time we start reaping the profile. Now economic analysis, monthly revenue per bird. I'm just going to say per bird in a month we are seeing 5,200 in each bird.
Time up. Idea or knowledge of even that you are even it's even a family business that you will improve and we're looking to actually start something. And now no business is very high, although I would not go to I don't think because it's but
said it's about the scene and this discussion about the market. But I don't want to just repeat what I've said.
I will. I will. That's good. And 50 birds was that. So you believe 20 people able to cater for 50 birds all through and
No, and that's why I said it's first day, so I get because even though it's now that's what you need that cater for them. This before they start to
how much are you to sell this bird?
each bird at the end. No, we can always begin. The last time we said expand birds, it's 5,000 dollars.
Layers.
Yes.
5K.
5 years. It's not what I said. They said no.
So layers 5K.
Yes.
Layers 5K.
That
That's very cheap.
yeah, you know, my place.
Where is the number of
That is
But where is this student?
No, if you know the number of weeks, how the layers is.
You know how much we sell layers in the garden?
Layers.
Even broiler is around 30K, 25K now.
They sell layers for 5K, maybe like 12 weeks, 16 weeks.
I'm talking about matured, fully matured layer.
Exactly.
Why doesn't it be?
No.
Yeah, it's not that they don't lay, but they are close to
Lay.
they still lay into some of them. They may not lay to the normal 80% or they will have to
That
do
is very big now, right? Yeah. Very 5K.
That was how we said it last year, not even
This is for it, right? But I believe it is more than 30. If you are going to say fully matured layer. But of course, you're making money on the areas.
yeah.
And I don't think you really need, I don't think we have marketing to just everyone is what's almost everyone needs as long as you're selling you need the market, there are lots of people that can buy your unit. It's not a fantastic place that they are structured it very well. And you have very good knowledge of it. Also, it's a new business which you want to also but how you can manage around here. Then also I think we also be using space for them. Then probably the cage and everything.
That's one of
That.
So the cage for well they can't get the cage for or let's say a cage for 120 pairs, that's still three in a row. That's around 120,000. So
The starting cost is
very small ships.
makes sense. It makes sense that it's the last extent. You've done a very good job. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm applying for Oyokopa. Is from the threaded earth. I hope I got that correctly. No, that's not the next. The ninth person. No, next. I said next.
You wrote your deposit together. You didn't separate it. I don't know you separated it. You have brought it forward.
Silence.
You didn't separate the
brand's name is actually together.
So the next person is
Well, when you send the arrangement, was the next person.
no, that's not. I said we are going to present alphabetically.
Yes,
Not
because
alphabetically. So the that is the next person.
Let that come.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Emo Taiwo, and I'm founder and creative director for the Traded End. Yes. So this is the outline shows my presentation would follow, and for the pain point, we have two major and basic pain points that we will be solving with the Traded End. First of all, how many of us came out growing up? We heard learn and work. So like it's a very common thing, but with numbers, we see that the youth unemployment rate in Nigeria is 6.5% and 50% respectively. And also, at times when we probably want to go out for an event and then we don't see the appropriate outfit, not because we don't have the appropriate outfit, but we probably don't have one that speaks of our personality, one that you customize that you say, oh, these are the colors that I want. For example, this now, if I fit my motor, I'm wearing this anytime I want because it speaks of me. I choose the colors myself. So, and this is also another thing point. You can see through one of my clients' comments, and this is where the Traded Earth is coming in. We are creating high quality crochet products that you can wear and and they are appropriate for each event. And we are also training young people in crochet, that is turning creativity into income. And we promise not just beauty products, but reliability and the sense of community. And that's what everybody is seeking really in every endeavor now. Next slide, please. And these are some of our products, then we'll also have some of them physically. So you don't have to use the imagination so much. Next slide. So market side now. The national handmade products market for Nigeria is valued at about 50 billion naira, and in Oyo State, 2 billion naira. And we aim to target, our market target is 10 million naira. And we aim to do this through product sales as well as training programs. We target young professionals between the age of 20 to 35, mothers, parents, and so on. Next slide. And currently, we have a growing and diverse audience, encompassing fashion enthusiasts, mothers, and also in the works, we are in talks with one NGO to go for training workshops in 2 public schools here in Ibadan. And our client base is aged between 18 to 50 and is majorly female. So we are generating revenue through direct product sales via social media platforms as well as paid crochet workshops. And for the units, just to show you how I'll be getting profit. An average order value is 15,000 naira, and the cost per item 8,000 naira, giving us a gross profit on each item valued at about 7,000 naira. And with some calculations, we see the gross profit margin at 53%. And also workshop, we plan to charge 2,000 naira per trainee or student. And how we plan to enter the market is through digital visibility as well as local presence. So digital visibility through use of our social media pages, Instagram, Facebook page, TikTok, as well as WhatsApp broadcast and catalog. And offline channels through pop-up shops, at fairs, exhibitions, craft stores, and we also plan to own our physical brand store, and as well as training partnerships with schools, NGO, skill acquisition programs, and so on. Next slide. So this is where coming. We are here to request for a 300,000 naira grant for expansion, and this is how we plan to spend this. We plan to buy yarn, that is the thread I use for crochet, yarn and material with 120,000 naira, and also tools and storage devices with 40,000 naira. Now this will contribute to having ready to order products, ready to order units, 30 plus of them, and this will potentially give us sales of 300,000 naira. And we also plan to improve our branding and packaging with 40,000 naira. I mean, imagine having a brand where the packaging is, before even unboxing it, they are already, enticed. And also, if you also use the packaging for various other things, you would want to come back as we keep seeing this packaging. Also plan for ads and training awareness with 60,000 naira and workshop material with 40,000 naira, which we plan to use to train 10 weeks in 2 sessions. Next slide. And this is our 12 months cash flow on a base case. Now, I said earlier that our average item cost is 15,000 naira, and we plan to sell 25 units per month, which will give us a revenue of 375,000 naira. And after removing our month cost, we see that each month we have approximately 137 500,000 naira per month. And also, if worst case scenario, we sell 70% of that, which is 18 units per month, we'll still have an annual net profit of over 1,062,000 naira per month. So we are still in the green thing. Next. So this is the team behind the Threaded currently. Currently, I'm working as the founder and creative director. I handle the design and the production, sales, and also training of our students. And I have a social media manager, Father Nurufin Follower. She's also a core member, but she's serving in Lagos State. And she manages our social media content and engages with followers. And I have as my craft mentor, the CEO of Chris Clothing and Apparel, and he has been in the fashion industry for over 5 years. He has physical stores, both locally and diaspora. In the name of Mr. Shalom Akokoji, and he ensures we make the right choices to ensure consistency and quality. And the gaps that we have to fill, we have to hire social media assistant to assist our social media manager. We also plan to hire packaging intern to lessen the burden of founder and the creative director. Also plans to hire 2 full-time assistants for increased level of production. Thank you. Risk and mitigation. So we have little risk here and there. First of all, we have risk in competition, both with local brands and international brands. But then for local brands, we plan to differentiate ourselves with, affordable crochet items through quality storytelling and also having a sense of community, because not all of them have the training workshops that we plan to put in place. And for international brands, we differentiate ourselves by quality, because most of these brands, they are just printed, mass produced, they are impersonal. It's like having this and having this pattern printed on this shirt. I mean, this one has more quality. So we plan to push ourselves by that, and brand loyalty, and also founder availability from PPA to CDS and things like that. So I plan to batch or schedule my production during the weekend after CDF when I have free time, and also to hire artisans. And yarn price increase will be buffered by having a set amount set aside for to cushion when this yarn increase comes. Just to okay, I have this, I just use it to add to what I usually buy, what I usually spend on yarn every month. And next slide. And this for my first year for the plan to launch an online store, partner with Steve and that one is already in the works right now. And we're also partnering with an NGO, creating a better environment. And also plan to sell 300 plus handmade items. By year 2, we plan to have hired 2 full-time assistants for production, collaborate with stores and for wholesale, and also to apply for follow-on state funding. With your support, we can turn creativity into yarn. We can help liberate youth and help make them into confident, self-reliant entrepreneurs. Thank you very much.
It's an existing business. Yes. What is it?
Currently we make about 50, over 50,000 naira.
How many years?
3 months.
And which item costs an average of 3K? it's like 24 items.
Okay, so there are some items that are quite low, the prices are quite low. For example, scrunchies that are out there, they are not up to that amount, but then those ones that's like the average item cost is 15,000. So we mostly sold the few ones, the ones like the prices like.
So, we do condition analysis. We do condition analysis. Let's see what the judges have to say about your business. You only have a very good lifespan. It's child training. I think it's gonna make you more money. Okay, you said your emphasizing also talk bottom, nothing bottom, but then you see to link your economics to cash flow. Yeah, then the market. The business is heavily reliant on market. I'm not been able to properly demonstrate historically successful marketing potential. I would say you need to start with your training first. Start the training first. Important to look towards training first because for a business that here to kick off and you don't really have much traction, you need to do trainings first while working on your marketing. And corporate is not something very general like that. It applies more to female and family children. I'm not saying men don't use it, I'm just saying you won't find majority of men be interested in it if you want to project. Right? You won't find majority of men. Am I right, guys?
Yes.
Do you have a project? No. Which guy has a project? So yeah, so that might explain this idea for you, thinking of okay, how can I encourage guys to start using project? You don't know whatever they can see, but there should be a design style that you can just think of. You don't necessarily need to think of what people have done. You can start thinking out of the box, out of the norm, and think of how you can make the project more attractive to guys.
Actually, I'm not working on that.
That should be a very different business idea that people do that too. So if the people found more, oh, you might be very nice. So you don't have a more solid point to base your plans. So having said that, your so you have very structured analysis. I believe it's the analysis. Analysis is very good, but one thing about business is that it's not about analysis, it's about evidence and points. You need to create evidence. A business that has evidently shown success or traction would pick more interest compared to business that is fine. These ideas can actually cover the facts for non-existent traction. But to that extent, I think I can see a very good business plan there. You've done a very thorough work and your data ranks high in terms of analysis and extensive evidence, but you need to focus on training. And for the trainings, I don't think you need money to do that. You can get money for your business from the training. You can make money from the training to support your business. Yeah, make money from the training support. Then, since your business is not capital intensive, you don't necessarily need to buy down.
Okay.
Yeah, it starts up, and you want to say you make them down for advertise people sit down. Just need sample materials, and also because your production time is not that late. One thing about okay, but this one you make you hold now. How many days of it? Just this one a week.
And that would be like the NYC.
Now, apart as part of your working capital, the time you've used to do this now, when did you do it? When did you do it?
Around March.
March. That's how many months away? Like 3 months away. How much do you want? Eh? 30,000 naira. Large task inventory. For you, Abby. Okay, but you, on an average, what is your inventory stock period? Like, once you make a particular product, when exactly, on an average, you get it sold?
So the time I did the products, the making products in bulk, go out and sell physically. We sold, I think the first time we sold about 50% of it. But also like just small now. That's why we feel like because we've got too much action with physical, who's seeing the product that waiting for them to see, but probably before they get their product, we plan to use that money to actually make frame units on ground so that you can. It's easier to get people to get something. I thought we notice get something immediately when they see it and they like it, than to actually tell them, oh, we're going to get it to the next level. Drive. So that's like buying your yarn.
And that makes sense. Yeah, you've done well, actually. Thank you.
Round of applause for us. Okay, let's have the next person. The three brands. Let's welcome them. You're welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so sorry for the interruption for taking my name is Oyokopa. It's called OY. It's biopolitics. Few years ago, while I was in the industry, I had a friend, her name was Ella. And then Ella and I would go to class and we come back tired and hungry. And then instead of Ella to tweak herself with me, she would rather stay hungry for hours before getting something to eat, or even go to bed hungry. I'm sure there are many people like us, many people like her here, that instead of wanting to stand up and go and fix a meal, either for thinking of what to eat, because they're tired of eating rice, or the strength to even go and cook. Would rather prefer to go to bed hungry. That's where the filigree comes in. So Ella traveled home. Ella is a lady that is based in Niger Street. She traveled home for the holidays, the semester holiday, and then she came back to school with kuli. And when she came back, she tasted the kuli. It was tasty, it was nutritious, and it was filling. It met her need of being hungry and staying a long period of time hungry before actually getting something to eat. With that excitement, she told her friends about it. See what I found. I ate this food, it's really nice, it's tasty, and that. And then previously, she had complained to her friends about how she wanted to start a business, she wanted to do something, but then she doesn't know what to do. So when she spoke to her friends about it, her friends were like, this type of kuli, not like there's no kuli around, but then this type of packaging, this type of taste is rare. Now why don't you consider selling it? So she decided to start a business. She contacted the producer, which was based in Niger where she was located, and then the producer, that's the issue. Then the producer produced for her, and then she got kuli. Now the kuli met needs of people around her and us as well, of being hungry, and also it became a source of income for her. 6 months down the line, Ella has been selling, next slide, sir. 6 months down the line, Ella has been selling her products to her church members, to her classmates, to her friends, to her neighbors. Now, she knew that she wanted to reach more customers, but she couldn't because she couldn't reach everybody. So she decided that it was time for her to expand. She spoke to her friends that initially advised her to start a business. She spoke to them and then told them if they would be interested in supplying, in selling and becoming a distributor. That way, they would also earn an extra source of income like she does, and they would also be able to reach more customers that Ella cannot reach. So when she spoke to several one of them finally accepted. So I think it's like one of them finally accepted, and they became a distributor. 2 years down the line, Ella's business has grown from having one distributor, which was her friend, to having about 8 distributors in 3 different states in Nigeria currently. She has a distributor in Niger State, she has a distributor in Oyo State, and she has a distributor in Kwara State. Our current, like I said earlier, and I said 2 years down the line, Ella has distributors in 3 different states in Nigeria, in Niger, in Kwara, and in Oyo State. And she has also made delivery to the UK, though it was through a trusted traveler. And I should not let me finish my story. Let me finish my story before you land. So, next slide. Yes. Now, how Ella gets money. Ella has been able to generate income because I talked about how her business has grown to 2 years. Now, I want to explain how she has been able to generate money. One, her cost per production. So, the cost of production costs 30,000 naira, and that 30,000 naira includes getting ingredients, which are groundnut, ginger, yachi, and also the workmanship for the lady that is producing for her in Niger State. Then packaging, which is 2,000 naira, and delivery down to where she is. That's the total cost of 35,000. Now, on every production cycle, she makes a profit of 15,000 naira, and that's by having different packages of her products. She has, and the product is very available. She has products of 200 naira, she has 500, 800, 1,000, 6,000, like that. And then in a month, she makes 2 production cycles. That means it takes her 2 weeks to sell 1 production cycle. So in a month, she makes 2 production cycles. That's making a revenue of 100,000 naira per month and a profit of 30,000 naira per month. Next slide. Now, I talk about the way Ella has been able to sell her kulikuli. She first started with her church members, and then she moved to her friends, which became her distributors. And I said 2 years down the line, she now has a distributor. She has about 7 different distributors, and they don't just distribute kuli for her, they also earn an extra income for themselves. And even just not people that earn for themselves, people have started their own business. A lot of people have seen a business online and they talk about it, and they start their own business from a business as well. Created an employment for other people as well. And then a referral program. We've been able to, in December last year, Ella ran a referral program where you make a content with your kuli, showing creative ways by which you can eat your kuli, tag 5 people to follow you, and somebody won 5,000 naira and the person won 5,000 naira cash and one kuli worth 6,000 naira. The next slide. Now, Ella has been looking for ways to improve her business. For the last 2 years, she has been running her business like that. Ella knows that Ella has a lot of demand for her business. A lot of people have reached out to her from Warri, from heavy, long distance. But when they ask for the price of our product and they see it's maybe like 2,000 naira and they compare the price, like the delivery cost, they feel like it's not reasonable for them to actually patronize her or order from that quantity. So now, the first thing Ella wants to do, she wants to expand her business, but she knows she cannot do it on her own. So she needs distributors in various states in Nigeria so that her customers will be able to get their products at their doorstep. So the first thing she needs money for, the grant for, is Instagram ads. She wants to run Instagram ads so that more people can be aware that they can become distributors of her food, not just reaching her customers, but they also earning an extra source of income for themselves. 2, CAC registration. Ella has wanted to partner with some brands, but she's unable to because they don't trust her. She wants to supply supermarkets like Foodco, like ShopRite, but she can't because she doesn't have a CAC registration. And then from CAC registration, she can move to now that number, but she needs to take it a step at a time. The next one is bulk production. She wants to produce. Imagine I said it in unit economics of Ella that she has a production cycle twice per month where she produces and transports. Now, if she produces bulk, number one, her delivery cost has reduced. Then the cost of buying her ingredients as well has reduced because we know that buying things in bulk in Nigeria, you'll be able to save more. So bulk production. Then the next thing is logistics and delivery. Now, even though her delivery will reduce, it will not still fly to meet her wherever she is. It will still move. So she needs money for logistics as well. Then the next thing is packaging. Improve. We can all agree here that there are some things that, like there are some products that you will never buy because of how they look. There are some products that you will buy because they look so fine, their packaging is so nice, and you see all those aesthetic unboxing videos online. Yes, we want to reach more customers. Ella wants to reach more customers and big people in high places. But then our packaging has to improve so that those people would want to get our products as well. So she wants to improve our packaging. Then purchase of the equipment. She wants to produce in much quantities, but our producer also needs more equipment so that she'll be able to produce in much quantities. Then miscellaneous expenses. One of Ella's strengths has been on social media. She has 300 plus followers currently on social media. She has 300 plus followers on social media, and she has views on Instagram and TikTok. So one of her major miscellaneous expenses is data, and power and media. Data is very expensive. Next slide. Okay, now Ella's team members. Okay, finally I get to introduce who Ella is. Ella is me. Yay! Okay, so Ella's team members are one, Sola, I'm the founder. I'm in charge of strategy, I'm in charge of management, I'm a content creator actually. So I'm in charge of content creation and social media management. Then my producer in Niger State, Mrs. Ahmed, she's in charge of sourcing for the ingredients and also in charge of producing kuli and our newest launch, Kilishi. Then we have number one, I mentioned that we have 3 distributors in 3 different states. So our first distributor 1, which is Kule. Okay. Okay, then our first distributor, Kule, is in charge of distributing Kule to every other sub distributor under him, same as distributor 2, distributor 3, and my mentor is Temilade Salami. I've been able to meet her physically while I was in University of Ilorin, and I'm part of our growth tribe, and she's the owner of Lights and Curtains. So she's someone that I learned how to manage finances from and manage my business. Next slide, sir. Now the risk and mitigations. 1, delay in sourcing groundnuts or spices during peak periods. With the use of the grant, we'll be able to buy in much quantities and save when they are not in season. 2, low marketing or slow sales uptake. Sometimes our ads might not convert the way we expect. So we will not neglect our offline marketing. See, do user-generated content, and also do word-of-mouth marketing. Then the last one, regulatory or compliance. As I said, we register our business with CAC and NAFDAC, so we don't have issues of supplying to different places. Next slide, sir. Then the vision, in the next 6 months, we want to enter our business. We want to launch 3-month distributors partnership, produce in higher quantities, run Instagram ads. I've mentioned all this. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. I know it's a nice small business idea. I've seen people also do this business. I mean, one that looks like it's inflation. Exactly. It's a very high profit business, a small business. And well, some concerns, still on that market side and marketing. You know, I've been saying this in market sizing and marketing. It's like once you go to your proven and social, right? That is the lesson to be about. Market sizing and marketing is very important. So your good market strategy, talk about social media, but it's when you start, it's like you know that, and also you talk about your like that reseller part very fantastic. I'm coming to that later. So, but you don't just have one good market strategy. That has worked for you in school, right? Now coming down here, what is the market strategy here? Are you focusing on reseller? Are you also trying to improve other market channels?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Now, you talked about social media, Instagram, right?
Yes, sir.
So then that cost you through there. Do you know how much Instagram charges for each?
Sir,
5 M?
am I right? Thank you very much. So initially, my budget was more than that, but it's better for me to start small so that I know to build.
This is my point. There are other marketing strategies and channels that are less expensive compared to this. There are other ways in which you can be about the marketing that you reduce your customer acquisition cost drastically. Customer acquisition cost is very important. Other you see people spending their profit on marketing and they are making nothing again and they are left with nothing to face salaries and go with it. Marketing strategy is very important. Marketing strategy is very important. You have to look at ways in which you can get the most out of your strategy and spend the least of the strategy. There are lots of marketing strategies, but you still need to test each and every of them. You have print channels market, you have direct channel, you have indirect channel. Under direct channel, you have fiscal, you have digital. Under indirect, same thing. Under those fiscal and under those fiscal and digital, there are still other sub-marketing strategies under them that we should explore. So, marketing strategy also has to do with your target marketing themselves. Oh, thanks for space. Okay, I want to talk about is your market sizing. I talked about it. You need to look at it from bottom of the target markets. Then I think your budget is not fully realistic. And also your income listing, the cost you said you incur, that cost part. We include the seller's commission amounts. Should have included the sales. Yeah, it's part of your cost. Should have recognized itself in business. Then how much we pay personal social media? It's really recommend that. Okay, your provider. What?
Yes, I said the 10,000 includes sourcing for ingredients, going to buy firewood, and it also includes some smart ship.
Makes sense. Yeah, it's tried, you've done a lot. It's very fine. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And now we have the last but not the least, we have Tipe's book. So let's welcome Mom.
Okay, so you say going to dress to be going to be addressed. For too long, young men in Ibadan, especially from university, people that just finished from university or starting their career and then like early in their marriages, find it difficult to access formal wear that fits their body, brand, and budgets. And one of the, we did the research, we did like a short survey on young men in Ibadan, and most of the challenges, the top challenges they face are poor fit, inconvenient, and high cost. Most customers are unable to access ready-made suits and corporate that fit well. Custom made is risky too, and the long delays and unreliable results. Then for inconvenience, getting formal wear that fits often means going to tailor, going to market, search for accessories that match, and all those things. So it's inconvenience and it's stressful and time consuming. Then for high cost, good suits are usually like people think it's usually costly, and if you are going for a lesser price, that means it's a poor or like bad fit. So artificial insights now. So at first, we are building a modern menswear brand that has solved the formal wear struggle by offering affordable well-fitted suits and accessories with a first data experience. And the four major solutions that we have are better fit made easy, ordering with ease, 48-hour delivery, and affordable by design. What do you mean by better fit made easy? We have laid down side guard compared to most businesses that we have that you can use to test your measurements and also shoot for your sizes to get to a better fit. Then for ordering with ease, you can just place an order with your phone. Then we make it very fast, familiar, with responsive support, making it every step of the way. Then 48-hour delivery. Within 3 days, you can get the order. And according by design, our lean e-commerce model costs rent and overhead costs. I mean, we don't have to pay for our shop, we don't have to pay for lighting. So we offer premium site for less than most mortar and brick stores around this slide. So our product ranges from suits, corporate shoes, accessories, corporate shirts and pants, and we also have special offerings like combo offers, we do communication packages, we do wedding packages, and we also do gifts box offers for men. So how large is the market? Men's fashion is booming. The men's apparel market in Nigeria is projected to reach like 4.2 trillion naira by 2025, according to start 2024, and e-commerce in the future. Nigeria's e-commerce market is projected to reach 150 trillion naira by 2025, driven by digital adoption and youth demand for convenience. Premium is becoming in demand. With the rise of middle class, 60% of Nigerians are now able to spend more for quality. Then the average revenue per user is around 193,500 naira. Then for the total addressable market, is around 1.24 trillion. This is like 30% of total men's apparel market for formal wear. Then for the serviceable addressable market, is around 4.57 billion naira, which is based on demographic and statistics that we gathered for our target markets that are willing to order online. Therefore, our serviceable obtainable markets is around 137.8 million naira. We are aiming to capture like 3% of our serviceable advisable markets in the next 3 years. Next slide. Then we have 4 competitive advantage, which is trusted convenience. Unlike other e-commerce platforms that you have around like Jumia, Temu, that you have issues of what you other people are getting. We are cutting that out because we are going to give you something like convenience and trusted. Then for affordable quality, we offer premium footwear up to 15% cheaper than when you are going to walk-in stores or when you are going to the market to get what you need. Then we offer about 50% less than the average cost of tailoring. So with this, we can do a very budget style on a budget. Then the third competitive advantage is tailored flexibility. Some customers want something custom, they want custom made, they want specific design for their suit. So we partner with top local tailors to offer optional bespoke services to achieve what our customer wants. Then last thing on our competitive advantage, customer responsive. From ordering with your phone and getting your order delivered to your doorstep and satisfaction every step of the way. Next slide. So our traction, since January 2024, we have consistently delivered excellence to over 200 million customers and generating about 14.2 million naira with a net profit of 1.7 million naira. And you can see for the testimonials attached, you can see someone said he got the ties and they are nice better than it was. Someone said this is just the boss my head. Next slide, please. So to our business model, so let's incorporate a direct to consumer e-commerce. When you place your order, you pay for the order, reach out to our suppliers, then our logistics coordinator gets it to our customers. Then for the revenue stream, our mid-range makes your attention from 5,000 naira to 600,000 naira. And our pricing strategy has competitive pricing benchmark against most similar brands like you. Then for our sales channel, we have a social commerce platform that plans to establish our e-commerce as store to boost sales. With 33% gross margin and 12% margin per unit sales, invest growth shows significant profitability, giving the industry an incredible growth potential. So in simple terms, for every sale we make a net profit of 6,000 naira. And from the financial outlook, using 2018-24, we have the average monthly revenue of around 800,000, monthly gross margin of around 200,000, and our operational expenditure is below 20%, and our monthly net margin is around 12%. Next slide. Then, how are we going to achieve this in the next 12 months? We are looking at getting 1.5 million naira monthly revenue, 30 monthly orders, new customers around 27, our CPA, cost per acquisition 2,718 naira, our average order volume 50,000 naira, our gross margin 33%, and our net profit around 180%. And our focus channels, because it's an e-commerce and everything we do are online, we are focusing on the websites that we are trying to build, and we're also asking the 300,000 for double, because most brands that we are seeing around those that are on websites, we are seeing that we doubled their income. Having a website doubled their income, because if you do the SEO of your website very well, it's going to bring you more customers. And then with our WhatsApp business, and we have like almost 10,000 followers on TikTok, almost 1,000 on Instagram, and almost 1,000 followers on Facebook. Then our expert team, myself, Oyokopa, founder and creative director, from Federal University of Technology, Akure. I'm currently serving as a communication associate and senior strategist at Greenwood Africa, and I use around 20 hours to run this business. Then student, who's our advisor, who's the CEO of Tyson Phone, and has an entrepreneurship experience of over 12 years. So we run better customer relations, Adwale, Oyari, Police, Romito. And for our need for our team, we need an account officer whose focus is going to be on balancing our accounts and also paying and sorting our tax and CAC departments. Next slide. Then what we're using the 300,000 naira for, we are planning to set up an e-commerce store, which is focused on the website build, payments, branding, and basic automation, which is 200,000 naira, and our marketing and growth, paid ads, influencer seeding, peak season campaigns. We have some certain peak season campaigns. We do convocation assemblies around schools that we curate some things for convocation that you have to just get, which we now do we make some campaigns, we do some ads with some major school blocks in that school to get more sales. Then what will this unlock in 6 months? 50% growth in monthly sales from around 20 to 30 orders per month. 1.5 million naira revenue per month, which is almost 2 times increase in our monthly revenue. Then 159% return on investment. Next slide. Then our risk and mitigation are majorly supplier disruption, fulfillment and delivery challenges, economic instability. So for supplier disruption, we are actively diversifying our supplier base across regions and materials to reduce dependency and ensure continuity. Because when we started, we had issues with like getting trusted suppliers that can be giving us a very, very good price of things that we are reselling that makes sense for people that want to order online. Then for fulfillment and delivery challenges, we partner with reliable third-party logistics providers and aim to automate further tracking and fulfillment over time. Then for economic instability, we apply a flexible pricing model that allows for timely adjustment while offering value bundles like the one I mentioned, the bundles of completion assemblies, wedding packages where you can get everything you need, and maintaining lean operations. Next slide. So for our vision and roadmap, for our revenue forecast, we are forecasting that we have 50 million revenue within 2 years. with steady growth based on 80% year-on-year growth, and that we are able to serve over 800 customers in Ibadan, expanding to other emerging cities in Nigeria like Ife, Abeokuta, Ado-Ekiti, and Akure. Therefore, return on investment, we are projecting 1,200% return on initial investments in 24 months. Then following on funding, we are planning to raise an additional 2 million naira to support our expanded operations, and which can be from government-aided grants or loan interest loans. Thank you for your attention.
Yeah, so I don't think I have any new comments to make. Maybe your bottom up for just something you did for the market side. It's a very good pitch deck actually. Very good. You had great analysis and you had great projections and also traction. And you've done address each and every part. Yeah. Those that market sizing is and then also you link your traction, your historical background to the projections. You have linked okay, I'll say now. If you say you're projecting to do something, so what you say is that based on what you've done, you do the unit economics of what you've done, then you use that to project, okay, if this point is injected, this unit economics you've done is exactly where we inject it, and if we inject it here, this will multiply with this like this. So you have good projections, but the demonstration has to be very factual and evident. You get. So that's what I mean by I would say it's people are not linking it. Also make it properly to your projection. What time you say? Use Canva. System is there. Use Canva. That is good for you. And I think I have a close I want to finish because so we thought very good. We are done. Back to yourself. Back to yourself. So yeah, on the 13th, we now will be announced. And you have announced it today, but I just feel like let us just let's be intense. So I don't want peace. I like it. Yeah, because your chef doesn't add for no reason until Friday. But you pause. But this is one of the reasons I advocated that we are supposed to do the pitch before the main event. Because last time we did the pitch, five best pitch decks, and but you can see now that you can see a lot of things that